Wanderer cleans me off in the backyard.
Here we go. Session something. I think we're on 5. I may be wrong. Um, does anyone want to recap the last session or what's happened so far?
Wanderer, you haven't done a recap. Let's hear you do a recap.
No, I don't do a recap.
Everyone else has done a
I
recap.
got bitten by lots of ticks and I couldn't do anything. That's it. That's the recap.
Yeah, but come on, a bit more. Put some effort into it. Recap us. Channel your inner.
And as our valiant heroes gazed upon these mighty ticks, we slew them with righteous fury and all that business.
Yeah.
I guess nothing happened other than ticks.
Pretty
But
much.
they did get all in the crevices on.
And we got more loot, I believe.
We did. We got a bunch of loot.
Well, we got the things so that we could do the
We
competition now.
even got some holy beads that I can't use because of alignment racism.
No,
and
it gives us
Harper
away.
didn't pay anywhere
we gave
either,
them-
which is
we gave
weird.
them away.
Yeah.
I think.
I did try, to the best of everyone's knowledge, I did try to pee on more things, but I was stopped.
You were
There's only
now
so.
out of command spells.
Unfortunately, as a goblin, there's only so much pee I can do in one day.
I'm so
Don't give them
glad
any more water.
you reminded me about the ticks because I probably would have forgotten.
See, this is why we should do recaps.
No, you have to. So like bad things happen to you idiots who can't evasively dodge bitey things.
Oh, we're the idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Says the goblin. Jesus.
So unfortunately, his character is actually pretty smart. God damn it!
As,
Just showing the operator doesn't reflect that.
I might be smart as in a term of what I can build and what I can make, but my character is absolutely brain dead when it comes to.
No, your character's smart, but not wise.
That's
Like-
the way I'm trying to say it.
Treat smart versus book smart.
It's more he has the knowledge, he just doesn't know how to apply it, like at all.
Yeah. So trash goes here, connects onto that, that goes there, and then I sell this for 50 copper.
But it's all
Why am I so poor?
So he's like Murakana in real life.
Yeah, basically. I think he's actually the least wise character in the party. Yeah, even Murakana has higher wisdom than you. Which,
Yikes.
Yikes.
Okay,
Feels
yeah.
bad,
So you guys basically cleared out the temple. It is now, I guess, by and large, safe, and your base of operations. As a reminder, the rules of the tournament are that between midnight and 8 a.m., nobody can do anything. You can't issue challenges. You can't do nothing that can get you silver feathers counts between midnight and 8 a.m. It's supposed to be downtime. If the enforcers find out you're doing stuff, there may be a penalty up to and including disqualification from the tournament. But beyond that, I'm going to say it's probably mid-afternoon, so you have Ingdani, your attendant from the tournament staff, lets you guys know that you basically have the rest of the day until sunset to do whatever you want. She just says that you should make sure to be back to the temple by sunset. Yeah. I think that's everything I've got, so it's up to you guys if you want to do anything else today. Wait until sunset. Go somewhere. Whatever you want
What
to do.
is the time?
Let's say it's like late afternoon, so like 4 o'clock, so you've probably got a couple of hours of time before sunset hits.
Like, I was gonna say I was gonna pass my Aeon Stone to the others and like let them heal up off that, but I think you have to attune to it, which takes time. I think I can't remember how much time, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how long attunement takes, but I'm assuming it's.
I'm assuming it'd just be a lot more efficient to just use my focus points and just keep doing that instead. like refocusing and using healing him.
I feel like every time I try to figure out how attunement works, I forget to look it up later.
Although I think we have enough gold now, at least in loot, to just buy some for everyone.
That's
It's like the
first
cheapest
edition.
Aeon Stone and one of the strongest, I think.
The pearly white spindle. Attunement time. Just actually trying to look up Pathfinder 2. How long does attunement take?
We have party loot. Let's see. So we got a little bit of gold. The Ring of Climbing. Did we end up handing that out to someone? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No, we didn't. But
I'd
be offended if anyone could climb better than me.
Well, you can naturally climb, so you don't need it like automatically. You already have a climbing speed.
Yeah, I have 10, but anyone who puts that on gets half of their movement speed in climbing, which means they're better than me. Then I'm upset.
Kind of, but they also need to, use a magical item to do so. So,
I'm just saying.
I would say that Wanderer would probably need it because Kasetsu can pretty much wall run anyway. I can jump over almost anything, and yeah, Murakana is extremely fast on the ground.
When
Oh, it's
raging.
Raging, yeah, which should be all the time.
Most cases, yeah. But, well.
Also, just looked at his character sheet, and his ethnicity is anger, and nationality is badass.
Really?
I don't. God damn it.
I just give him credit for actually putting something in there. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not even
He
angry.
hasn't
I'm
got
just,
anything in age, height, or anything. It's just okay.
I'm not even angry. I'm just impressed.
Yeah. It's like when the cat steals something from the fridge. Like, well, okay, I'll let you get away with that.
See, I just got rid of my cats. That was my solution to cats.
True. I ate mine on account of, well, I didn't have any to begin with, but I liked it. That's what I'd do. So.
Okay. Investing an item.
Yeah.
It requires one or more interact actions, usually taking the same amount of time it takes to don the item.
Oh, so like an action because it's
So like armor would take longer, but like anything that's not armor is basically an action to invest in it.
That's pretty good.
Which is 3 seconds or whatever it is.
It's like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I wonder. Let me see if there's a divesting. That's a silly. I'm pretty sure the word
Wait,
is
to doff your equipment, I guess.
At the
No, that's
rate
putting on.
at the rate of equipping, unequipping, even if it's 6 seconds long.
Yeah, it's
We
irrelevant.
could rub that stone anywhere we want and then hand it back to him by
Well, now you're not getting it ever, so. I say we give the Ring of Climbing to Wanderer. Just because, I don't know, I think it makes the most sense.
Oh,
to
but
give
so
it
okay, here's where the kicker on investing is you're limited to 10 items a day, and that doesn't, like, after you've invested in an item, after you replace it, it still counts towards your 10
for the day.
for the day. So it's a maximum of 10 unique items that could be invested in a day. So
I think we're fine.
yeah, well, I'm just letting you know. Like,
but yeah, fair enough.
You
that
couldn't
does explain the feat that increases it and all that.
Yeah, you couldn't cycle through 20 items because once you hit the first 10, you're done.
Mm-hmm. That does explain the Wayfinders too, to combine Aeon Stones.
Yeah.
Because individually they're not that strong, but if you start combining like 4 of them, then yeah.
Cool. So you guys heal
Gavrov,
up.
what do you think? If she's still around?
Sorry?
Is Wanderer there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was going to recommend that we give the Ring of Climbing to your character.
Sounds marvelous.
They'll probably drag it into your infantry, but we don't have access to infantry at the moment. I can't pull up my character.
You can. It's there's PC
Wow.
tab and there's Partywood tab. Oh, the one that looks like.
Oh
3
yeah, so you click on the PC that load up your character.
Yeah, and then just drag it onto your sheet. I would assume.
Player characters. Okay, that's what PC stands for.
Yes. And I added a party token in the party loot folder just so that there's a token on the map that shows where the hell you guys are.
Is the token?
The party token doesn't have any items on it, or at least it shouldn't. If it does, no, it doesn't. So there's a party loot character and a party token character in the character list.
So the double swords in the circle, the shield is where we are. We're just going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to change the loot back to something that doesn't look like fighting, because that seems silly. Equipment. Containers. Consumables. Other. Treasure. Art objects. Raider art object. What is this madness? That's fun. We'll use that. Boom. There we go. It's like a box with a... It's like a fancy box now. There's a fancy box and there's the crossed swords. So the fancy box is for your loot. The crossed swords is just a token for use on like the world map. Because if you look on the world map, that cross sword token is out there. Kind of showing which hex you're in.
Yes.
You know, so you know where you're at.
We are right here, right now.
No. You are not there right now.
Harper, stop being a dick.
But yeah, so the weird little temple pagoda symbol is where your home base is.
So question, how many actions have you given us for this first day on the map? Because you said it was like, what, we'll have like 32 or something, and moving a square will take 1 and things. But we've only got 2 hours, so have you like limited to how much actions we're going to have on the map for this day, or?
I haven't really... Well, so if you right-click on that token, you'll see that it's currently loaded with 32, because I kind of assumed I was going to start counting that tomorrow. Like right now, at least of places you know.
We can't right-click the token.
You...
If there's only 2 hours for sundown, we should probably just settle down and go to sleep or something.
Well, I reckon
Be boring,
the treasure,
but sensible.
the treasure's out there. Like, we need to get it.
Yeah, we're fairly depleted on resources. So.
We can't. But we could still scout. Doesn't mean we have to fight.
Yeah, so let's see if you've got... You can probably get a couple hexes and maybe explore 1 or 2 of them. That's about how much time you have if you want to be back by sundown. Because each exploration action is like 15 minutes of time, roughly. So yeah.
If you Dodgy, if you look through the trees in the distance, it's like you can see the mountains in the background. Maybe if we can get to one of those, or down closer along the coast, we might be able to find something that we might be able to do for tomorrow.
Yeah, why not? If we have the time, then sure. I think I have a couple spells left.
Well, early bird gets the worm, you know.
Have you even seen a bird in the city?
No, but I've eaten them.
Wait, how did you eat them without seeing it?
Not alive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you thought the meat I was giving you was... Oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway. To the mountain, I guess.
Which mountain? There are many.
The one, I guess... Which one did you want to explore, Harper? Because I guess this one would be the closest, but... That's just 1 hex. It's like adjacent.
Yeah, we can head up there.
What do you think? That's it.
Marvelous.
Oh, cool.
Cool. So you guys want to go there and then kind of search around to find any points of interest?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
Okay, so let me. You can hear the sounds of flipping pages. Um, oh, maps with keys. Okay, that's that location. So what you, as you get through the woods and are looking, you kind of get to the foothills of this mountain. I mean, foothills is kind of rough. Like these are all pretty small areas. The elevation changes are pretty rapid. Think something more like Hawaii than slow sloping continental mountains. But as you break through the forest towards where the tree line starts to end on this mountain, you see a ruined tower that has faintly glowing arcane sigils, and there's some light coming from inside the doorway. And this looks, you're pretty sure Ingdani had told you that there were travel towers on this island. And if you had to bet, this looks like it might be one of those travel towers.
Are those the ones that can, like, I guess, teleport you or something? Or
Yeah, if you find other travel towers, you can basically use them to travel from one to another. And there's a total of 5 of them across the island. So they're a way to really quickly skip, like, an hour of travel or two if you need to, as you find more of them. Because if you start counting up 32 actions a day, that actually starts going. Those action points start going away as time ticks down.
Is it deactivated or is it activated?
It's active, but I'll say for the sake of the way I think this is intended to work, you actually need to know. You need to know both ends of the connection to make them work.
I like, I like messing around with this stuff. Like it's it's interesting. Like I wonder if we could maybe force this thing to work.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Look, you don't know my skills, and
Well, you first then.
yeah, you first will
Eat
stand
the
like
goblin.
100 feet back. Yeah.
I wonder if we can see if we can force Grimash to let us use this thing against his will.
So I think so the interior of this tower. So it's a black stone tower. The tower itself is about 100 feet tall. There is a glowing portal inside the entryway. Um, it looks like they're red. They're red and black. Um, I have a picture, but I don't know if I have a handout for it, so I'm not gonna slow down. But basically, there's a pulsing red portal in the entryway. There are also stairs leading up to the higher tiers of the tower. And from the outside, you can see that the higher tiers of the tower look pretty small, but they all have windows.
We could you could let me tinker around with the tower daiji with the portal if you want to see even get it work. Maybe we can
Do you
backwards
have
work this
experience in
out.
this?
I've got a bit of experience in this and
In
that.
tinkering, but in portals and such.
Can't be that hard. Or the alternative is maybe we could check.
Can't be that hard using teleportation things. Yeah, it's completely the same thing.
It's generally fairly high level magic, isn't it? Like, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm an alchemist. It's just a bit of this, that. Just things work. I've seen you use your spells. They seem simple enough. If you can, anyone.
They're simple enough that you still can't do them. Yes.
It's not that I can't do them. It's just I don't want to do them. It's beneath me.
I think quite literally nothing is beneath you.
Are you poking fun at my stature again?
Yes.
As you are yelling at each other, a trio of the red and gold robed enforcers that you had seen at the dock start coming down the stairs just to look at who's making all of the commotion in the portal room. And as they see that it's a group of you, two of them head back upstairs, and the third one walks down and says, "Oh, hi. Wasn't expecting anyone in the towers this afternoon. Probably a silly assumption on my part. I guess have fun, whatever it is that you're trying to do. The only important thing we want to point out, just so you know, going forward, if you try to fight anybody inside or within 50 feet of these towers, that's not allowed. This is neutral space. So once the pre-qualifier starts tomorrow, go ahead if you can figure out how to use these, have fun, but no fighting. Don't make us point at the sign. You'll get thrown out of the tournament. Have fun."
Fair
And
enough.
the guy walks back upstairs.
A moment before you go.
Hmm?
Does he turn around or?
Yeah. What is it?
Where would you happen to know where the other end of this portal goes to?
Well, there's four other towers. They're kind of spread throughout the island. You're gonna have to. I think telling you where they are might be a little bit of a leg up on your competitors. So I think I'll leave that for you to figure out. But if you found this one, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find at least a couple of the others, depending on if you get anywhere near them.
Fair enough. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem. Then he turns and starts heading back up the stairs.
Cool. I cast Disintegration on him now.
And the campaign's over. So does anybody want to do Agents at Edgewatch next? That one sounds fun. You can play bad cop now. Yes. Please attack the enforcers. Please do that.
I guess.
So-
how much travel did we have left? Like,
I just want to, like, while inspecting this thing and just listening to the conversations, I'm gonna go up and I want to lick the side of the door frame with the portal, and I'm just, I can't get a sense of things without my taste buds. And I want to roll. I want to roll an arcane roll on the portal to see if I can distinguish how its function works. Maybe even pinpoint an exit somewhere, possibly.
So before you roll your arcane roll, I want you to roll a fortitude save as you lick the humid, stale stone of the portal.
How do I bring up these?
Is that like licking a 9-volt battery?
Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Hyper found your character.
What's this?
Don't distract him. He's trying to find a fortitude save. So
Yeah, that's totally him.
I want to go watch Suicide Squad now. Game over. I'm gonna go watch Suicide Squad. So
It's not bad. I like.
oh no, I thought it was pretty good. So Hypa, as you lick the frame of this portal, arcane energy surges and zaps you, basically throwing you across the room and into the wall. You don't suffer any ill effects from this, but it definitely tastes like shocking. Carry on.
No!
Jesus.
What happened?
He rolled
When I
the
went flying into a wall, I rolled a 3. So
arcane check was disrupted by his body being flung across the room for licking strange portals.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see. I think the DC for this. Let me just check what the DC for something like this would be, just to make sure I'm not, being an incredible asshole. Yeah, that's not. You're pretty sure that if you stare at the swirly lights and cross your eyes, you might learn the hidden message inside of it. And that may give you some clue as to where this portal goes. But you have to stare at it and then unfocus your eyes and then let them refocus, and then you might be able to see the hidden message. But even trying to do that, you're not able to discern it. You're just stuck and frustrated. It seems like it should be so simple, but you just can't figure it out.
So as I get myself up and push off from the wall that I've just been cast into, guys, it's magical. It stings. I wouldn't recommend
Yes.
looking that again.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Doesn't Weasel get like torn apart in Suicide Squad?
No, he actually survives.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because he plays Weasel, he just pretends to be dead.
God, that character was weird. Anyway, cool. So somebody had asked how much time you have left.
Yes.
So you've probably spent about 45 minutes at this point between traipsing through the woods, getting to the tower, Hypa licking it and getting smashed away. So you probably have about an hour and 15, probably like 2 or 3 hours left. Say 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough to get to the next mountain and back. So I think we should just.
So, like, kind of thinking about it, like, as long as you're on pretty easy terrain, it takes about 15 minutes to go hex to hex. Searching a hex takes about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much is there and the complexity of it. And then going somewhere, then I just kind of figure out how long it takes you. But so, like, climbing a mountain is going to take longer than 15 minutes, right? So, like, walking through the forest to another flat hex, that's easy. Climbing one of the mountains will take longer.
Query though, I can fly, so for about 10 minutes. So would that make it easier to like just quickly scope out a mountain?
You're still gonna have to get back down.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna say I'm assuming the party moves as a unit, unless otherwise.
I can hold on to his legs.
She's barely strong enough to carry herself at this point because she's a feeble
You'll
form.
literally throw her hip out, and then you're gonna have to listen to her bitch about it all day.
Oh.
Yeah.
So guys, I don't think we can do anything. Unless anyone else has any other ideas to this portal, I don't think we're gonna get a use out of it. Maybe we should just like do like a.
That we know there's 4 others though is useful information.
Yeah, maybe we should explore the immediate areas around our encampment for now. We can head to the coast, or we can head down around through the forest. Who's in favor, forest or coast? Anyone got any preferences?
We could do for a walk in the forest. Why not?
What do you wonder?
Sounds good.
What the hell's the name of your character?
Gavrov.
Gavrov. What about you, Gavrov?
Yeah, let's do that.
Whoa, that token is so big. Anyway.
That's what she said.
It's so big.
Look at that token. It's so big.
So, do we, alright, I guess we're just poking around the forest.
I'm all licking things, Papa.
Which forest are you going to? Do you want to just like move your token over wherever?
I'd say like adjacent to the, what do you call it?
You should be able to move the token.
We can't. We can't do anything with it. Like you said, we could right click and see how much energy we have.
There we go.
We can't do anything.
Try now.
Oh.
Oh yes. Yes.
Oh, God,
Okay,
I'm
stop it,
down.
or I'm gonna take
That was
all.
in the ocean.
Privileges are
And we're
Don't
gonna
give
go to
Hyper
configure
control.
permissions, and we're gonna find hypa, and we're gonna go
This is
to none. Save
crazy
changes.
present.
Done.
No.
This is why we can't have nice things.
If I had a spray
Say-
bottle, I would be spraying you with it right now.
Excellent.
I've got 4.
Yeah.
Want one?
No, it's fine. I don't think it'll reach to Australia. I need an intercontinental ballistic spray bottle.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a thing.
Okay,
Keep
so
in mind, I have like a counter attacking device. If your missile did land in our front yard or anywhere near our garden, you would have like a flying, raging, angry woman.
interesting.
She defends that thing. She defends that thing more than anything.
Okay, well, I don't really want to know about your flying raging woman. So, you
What the hell are you
guys,
talking about?
I'm saying you're a crazy, angry person.
Oh boy.
Wow.
If your garden was threatened, you would kill people.
Well, it's a bit harsh, but
it's gonna be like
Anyway,
that
so
video
do
of the
we
prime
find-
minister. You're gonna just tell me to get off your lawn.
Go on.
Just seated it.
well, when there was the brush turkey was in my garden, I'd run outside with a stick and like yell at it. But
Yeah, you can do the same with the Prime Minister. Why not?
Oh man.
I just want to link the Simpsons thing now. Hey, Prime Minister.
Andy!
Okay, so you guys are. So I'm assuming you're like going to this hex and then exploring it to try and figure out what's here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Safe assumption.
the
Cool.
wasting 30 minutes doing so.
Yeah. Um. So most of this area of the island, there's the foothills of the mountain to your east. Before they sharply head upwards to the peak. The forest itself, as you poke around and explore it, at one point you find up in the canopy of the trees, you can see that there is some about the size of a house. There is some sort of structure made out of branches, leaves, and some mass of matter that you aren't quite sure what it is. And below the canopy, underneath that area, there are a collection of bones from small and medium-sized animals.
Interesting.
I do a nature check.
Sure.
The party token did a nature check? Why? Oh, because Cassetsu's clicked on the party token.
Oh
What?
yeah, you want to do it from your character sheet.
How I do that?
Click on the party PC. Let's go to her bonuses. Where is it? Her bonuses.
Well, if you go to your actual PC character sheet,
She
which
gets plus 20 on nature, so she would
How
have
do
a
I get
37.
to my character
yeah, so if you look at the
sheet?
left side of the screen, there's a bunch of symbols, and one of them is like 3 people. If you click on that, there should be a folder that says PCs, and then Shiragiku's in there, and if you double click on her, that'll open your character sheet. Well, look who it is.
Do some of that pilot shit.
What was that,
Well.
Kiku?
I'm not saying that the character sheet thingy.
Have you got my stream open, Kasetsu?
No, I can get it though.
Oh, I said left side of the screen. I should have said right side, because I can't say right and left for the life of me. East and west, I'm good. Right and left,
I have
nope.
noticed.
I gotta watch an ad. Thanks, Hyper.
Oh, it's alright. Thank you for supporting my stream.
I don't even know where his stream is, so there's that.
It's you just right click my name in Steam and in Discord, and it should say I'm streaming, and you can go watch, and it's there.
Oh, got it. Loaded on the wrong screen. The Broadcaster has indicated that this channel is for mature audiences. Why is it full screen? What the fuck? Oh, I know why.
Okay, I got it.
This is
All right, so up here, Kasetsu, you got like your chat bar, your active encounters, your people, and then there's called the PCs. Inside the PC, there's this. You click on your character, it opens up your stuff, and you can do your stuff from your character. It's just that we don't have a little token to click on.
Tonight,
So I
I'll be eating a
rolled
bison
your
burger
nature check
and a
for
side of
you
fries.
before because I was just curious if I could interact with your token. Apparently, I
What
can
does that sound?
because no one has
I'll be needing
ownership of the
barbecue
characters
chips,
at the
an
moment, so I
energy
can
drink,
do this.
and AA batteries.
Oh my god, there's
Oh, hey,
ad
thanks.
breaks.
Could use some batteries too.
Here, I got
I have to watch an Uber Eats ad
Wait,
before I
what?
can
How
see
did you do
your
that?
game.
What?
You can't do that?
No.
I hate this. I'm
Yeah.
watching some
Roll
neckbeard
here.
dude
Oh, we should
and
do
some
it.
chick with green hair sell me Uber, and he's gonna. This
You
is.
don't have a little token to click.
Oh, there we are.
Too much.
Now I know
rolled
what you
your
look
nature
like.
check.
I live out in
I was just
bumfuck
curious if I could
nowhere.
interact with
You're
your
not
token.
got to
Apparently, I
deliver
can.
food to me.
No one has ownership of the characters.
Hyper,
So
your hoodie is just stunning. Oh my god, there's ad
thank God,
breaks.
thank God.
I
It's
have
a little
to
bit
watch
cold.
an Uber Eats
I
ad
wouldn't have the
before I
aircon
can
on, but
see
water
your
would
gotta stop
bash me
this
down,
because it's
so
on
I-
a delay. Oh my god, I can't deal with hearing my own voice read back to me 10
Echo.
seconds later. Okay. Okay.
Echo.
So Geeku, you got a amazing roll. You got a 20. Okay.
Who's rolling athletics for me? That's cheating.
No,
as I noticed, we're walking through the forest. I see Daiji trip on a stick and fall over.
It's quite literally impossible for her to trip because she's floating.
So
She's
I'm gonna
floating
resolve
around.
the real roll here, not whatever these bullshit rolls are. So okay, as you study the nest above you, Giku, you're pretty sure that this is the nest of some number of large or giant deadly mantises. So basically giant praying mantises. They are basically really big praying mantises. They have the claws, and they're good at jumping.
Maybe they're friendly.
Yeah. So I'm basically trying to go off of recall knowledge here, and yeah, they are their weakest defense is their will save. They're not very good at willpower.
I like
So
it.
So it's a bug nest, not a bird nest.
yes, it's a big bug nest up in the top of the canopy. And I think that's about it. There's not a whole lot impressive to say about them beyond their giant praying mantises.
Are you also into the game, Armory?
He's there.
Is he there?
Yeah, I see his name at the bottom.
He's logged in.
No, I'm like, is he like here? I don't know.
Are any of us here though? I mean, spiritually speaking.
I don't know, but
No,
I can lick everyone to find out if you want.
You can
I
try.
logged out a long time ago.
Hey, Jared.
Yes.
Yeah, he's here.
What's
He's
up?
just not answering you, Hypa.
Hypa! I'm sorry, I didn't realize our cat was talking.
Oof.
So no, I was just gonna quickly say so you haven't missed out much. We had a huge talk about nothing. We've just started moving around the map. We walked to the north and got to the portal there. We discovered a giant tower portal on the bottom. The guards came down, told us that there's no fighting around the portals. If we do, we get disqualified from the game, pretty much.
No fighting within 50 feet. So if we
50
stand 100 feet away and then start chucking fireballs, then that's a bit different, isn't it?
With that as well,
You can assume that chucking fireballs at the tower may be included in fighting within 50 feet of the tower.
Oh, I wouldn't be throwing them at the tower. I'll be throwing them at the teams using the tower. That's a bit different.
Okay.
Last I checked D&D rules, fireballs don't have a range. They just kind of keep going until they hit something. So
They
Oh,
do
they do.
have a range.
They dissipate after about 100 to 150 feet, depending on the
Oh,
condition.
boo. When did
It's
they
still a
add
long
that?
way.
But what happens if we fire a, you know, maybe like a cannon infused shell with magic?
I have no way of doing that, unfortunately.
My advice is fuck about and find out.
Yep.
How that's gonna
Anyway,
work for you.
would we know where this mantis nest? Well, we know where the mantis nest is, rather.
Yeah,
There's no mantis about. I take it.
you don't
We
see any
don't
right
really
now.
Okay.
It's also getting later in the day.
So it's harder to see.
Bugs are usually active either when it's really warm or at night, right? Like, well, different bugs are active at different times of day, right? And so,
Yeah.
right now
Yeah,
there
fair
doesn't appear to be any activity.
Unless we want to get some good eating.
Yeah, no, we might as well just pack it
Should we
in.
just leave it and just get back before it gets too dark?
Sounds good.
So you want to beat the path back to the temple?
Yeah. Why not?
Cool. Okay, so are you guys gonna do anything else before sunset rolls around?
I think
Well,
we've done what we can.
it was like 4 o'clock. We've just spent like nearly an hour and a half moving around and having a little look. It's getting close to sundown, isn't it?
Yeah, I think sundown's probably around 8 o'clock. So you've probably spent, let's say, 2 hours. So you got about
We could
2 more hours.
just pop into town and see what they have for sale at the shops or something. Maybe stock up on supplies.
We don't know what we need yet.
No, that's true. I'm just suggesting ideas. Maybe
Might as well rest.
Gavrov needs some alcohol.
Do we still smell bad from that beast encounter?
I'm sure we could wash in the temple.
I thought the water was contaminated.
No, I think it dissipated when it died. I can't remember.
Oh, I can make water.
You
Yeah, we
can
do.
assume that it'll get better, but it's not better yet.
Why don't we like spend the night with our unlimited frigging flask of water, cleaning some of that out?
Yeah, we could
just
do
use
that.
it as a fire hose to
Yeah.
Blast each
spray
one.
everybody. Oh god, that thing. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, well then I'm gonna fast forward a little bit to the sunset, unless anybody wants to do anything.
Are we just going to be considered like just walking to our base, as walking around the area, or can we maybe like stuff around some things until we decide to fast forward it?
Well, you need to tell me if you want to do something or not, and if you want to do something, do it. If not, I'm gonna move on to what happens at sunset.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rest on my character is anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind resting and getting back all my
I like having my spells.
my consumables for today. Since I
I think
haven't
your consumables reset every morning with your preparations, right?
Oh, is that how it works? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it-
It's like focus spells you can get back from refocusing, but like for alchemy, for your reagents, those reagents reset at the beginning of the day. Or
Okay,
well, they
sure.
technically reset whenever you do a long rest in preparations. So I'm assuming, unless otherwise specified, your long rest is going to be when you go to bed and do your night stuff and wake up, yada yada.
Alright.
We're not in a timeless dungeon, so it kind of makes sense to just make your nightly sleep the long rest, unless you guys want to try and break that. But yeah.
No, that's all right.
Long rest.
Long rest. Okay, so is anybody gonna do anything before I go to sunset?
Nope. I would be like topping everyone off with a focus spell to heal.
Cool. So if it doesn't happen before we get to tomorrow morning or a map where it matters, you can all put your hit points back to max. Or do it on your character sheets. So as sunset rolls around, you're all going through your cleaning preparations, etc., in the temple, and a pair of the red and gold robed enforcers comes in and requests that everybody kind of gather together for a moment. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
I was here the whole time, and so was the cat.
I'm just gonna go with what I said. Who cares? You get a message. Who has the Phoenix necklace right now? Who has that?
I think it's in party loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's decided. It's in a bag.
Well, who has the bag that contains the party loot?
I don't know. I guess I'll. I feel like I shouldn't be carrying it because my character's the weakest. I guess Gavron would probably be.
All of you have
Gavron,
bags of holding, basically, but.
Oh yeah, true.
But who has it? Like, I guess I just want to know A, because I want to know who has the Phoenix necklace. B.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Okay, you've got the Phoenix necklace. Cool. So you get a ping on it. You get a little like it's almost like a voice comes out of the necklace a few minutes before the enforcers show up and says that
DMing me.
Yeah, they're slipping into your DMs to tell you, hey, can you get everybody on your team together? We're gonna have a pair of enforcers coming up to just have a quick chat with you.
Oh boy. I don't think I've even been caught doing anything just yet. Well. Hey everyone, wake up. I like bust into Hyper's room and like kick him over.
What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, it's not nighttime yet. I don't know if anybody would be asleep, but if you want to sleep early, you can. It's up to you.
I don't know. I was resting.
I've got this. I've got this. I conjure an electric guitar and start playing it as loudly as I can.
So you start playing the electric guitar and realize that you didn't summon an amp, and it just goes ding. No, sure.
Then I summon up a drum kit and then start playing that as loudly as I can.
Okay, cool.
Can I get permission to throw something at him? I need to throw something.
More throwing things.
Okay, so do you guys actually like acquiesce to the request of the enforcers and kind of gather somewhere in your temple?
Yeah, we better go see them because
it beats staging a curve, so yeah.
We're here for this tournament. We're gonna listen to these. What do I consider these people? Money sacks. We gotta go listen to these money sacks.
Just trying to find something insulting and just coming up with something. And they're like two monkish looking dudes in robes roll up, and you have to reassess. Maybe money sack isn't the right term, but they come into that entry room of the temple with the pagoda, and one of them says,
"Sorry,
hello. Hope y'all are settling in okay. We wanted to come and check and make sure that you actually have the Phoenix necklace. Obviously, you have that, but if you guys could just be nice enough to show us the Phoenix necklace and the 3 feathers that you've hopefully found so that you're permitted into the pre-qualifier tomorrow. We just want to verify that all the teams have that before we let you go for the night."
And she will unveil them.
And they take a look. Yes. One of the enforcers comes over and actually inspects the feathers a little bit just to make sure that they're real feathers. The silver feathers that they are intending you to have. They look at them and that enforcer, she nods to the other one, and he says, "Okay, well, I hope you all have a good night, and maybe we'll see you on the island. Maybe you won't. Follow the rules, but good luck. Have a good night." And they head out. Now you can all go back to sleep. And I am going to pause for a second and use the restroom, and then we'll get into your first day on the island when dawn breaks. So I'll be right back.
Cool. I will need to do a stealth check, I think.
I have a feeling the goblin's gonna get us in trouble with the officials.
Probably. Then again, it's pretty sneaky, so you never know.
I'm the only one who's actually been following the rules.
You take that back.
I've only tried to pickpocket one monk.
Okay, I am back.
Did you get my message?
No, I was in the bathroom.
Ah, fair enough.
I think it's gonna be 2 roles. One will be private, one will be not. But
Fair enough.
let me go to you. Let me do this. Private GM role. Blind GM role. Oh, Maricana, did you see the beer I posted?
I did,
It's
and
your,
I need it.
it's your beer.
I need it.
I literally walked into the store and I saw it sitting on the shelf. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Please tell me you bought it.
No, because it's just a boring ale. It was like a
Oh,
5%. Okay, give me a thievery roll. Dodgy.
Yep.
I saw it and I looked at it and then I looked at it's an American lager that was like 5%. And I was like, well, fuck that. I'm not
Oh,
paying
shit.
$20 for 4 of those.
Nope.
I'm not very good at those.
Okay. I will so Hypa, when you wake up and there is uh a crudely created wig made out of straw and twigs lying in your room next to kind of your pack, which looks like it got knocked off a shelf while you were sleeping.
Damn it.
It's mildly confusing to you. What is West Crown lore?
That is an excellent question.
You have West Crown lore, and I don't even know what the fuck that is. But aside from that, dawn breaks, and the island is yours to do what you may with.
Sweet.
So anyway, as long story short, there's a wig knocked off a shelf next to my pack.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick it up and put it in my bag.
Excellent. I mean, yep. So I guess we should probably. Is there like a gathering place? Well, there probably isn't really. Where around town, like see if we can spot any of the other teams, challenge them or anything like that.
You can go check the town to see if there are any other teams there where you could issue a challenge.
Sure.
So,
I-
and just to reiterate,
Right.
for everybody except Hypa, if you left click on the double swords token, I've got a little box in it that says 32. where I can count down how many actions you have for the day. So like unless otherwise specified, each action is about 15 minutes. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense, but that's a place I found to actually make that information public. As opposed to asking people to write crap down on a piece of paper. Hopefully that is visible for folks. Except for Hypa, because I took away your interacting with the token permissions.
To be fair, he lasted almost 20 seconds with those rights.
He did. So yeah, Hyper, you get all your reagents back. Anybody else who has spell slots, you get all your spell slots back.
Trying to
Basically,
find out which reagents I have. I can't.
so you get a
think they were
set number
bullets.
of reagents per night or per day.
And I've got a few. So mine are, where are they?
Should be in your inventory.
Yeah, but you had to put them in manually last time.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
you
I?
still have them in your consumables, like alcohol, black powder, giant centipede venom.
Yeah,
rounds.
I've still got the ones from yesterday. Can I does it? Do I not get extras, or does it only
They
go up
don't
to the?
stack like your old ones. Disappear after.
They
24
would
hours.
disappear and you'd have to recreate them. So if you just want the same stuff back, we can just leave it be.
Yeah. Like, so I didn't use any snake oil, but I used all my minor elixirs of life, so I don't know how to add those in.
Oh, how
Trying to
many?
find
How many did you have?
I have to double check. That's I'm on my character page right now, trying to figure out how I pull up my reagents, but I can't find out where that bloody is.
Alchemist reagents. Let me look it up real quick.
I'm like trying to look it up.
Alchemical reagents. No, I want second edition. God damn it.
11. I can infuse 11 items per day, and I have set it up, so I do, but I can't find out where my fusing thing is.
So you just have to kind of tell me what you want. It's not like it's not automated. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like, you have to add in every day. But I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
you can do
figure
it
out.
from the compendium, which is there's a compendium tab. And if you go to like equipment, you can find the things you want. But like if I go to Elixir of Life, remember this is an issue for Gale too.
I finally found it. All right, so I've already got my black powder, 1 dose, which is 2. I need 4 minor elixirs of life, and my rounds need to go back up to 50 because I create 50 rounds per day. So I can just go plus on myself, right? Just make that 50.
Yeah, you can just adjust it up.
Yeah,
I tried to
cool.
find a cool ammo tracker mod, but it only works for 5th edition, so fuck those guys. Piss me off. Sorry if the mod author listens to this, but make shit for not just 5th edition.
I think that's it. I think everything else: black powder, midnight elixir, poison, rounds, snake oil.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
I just like how that's fucking snake oil.
Sorry.
I said I like how that's a thing. Fucking snake oil of all things.
Yeah.
And it's literally snake oil.
Yeah. And it has a chance to work somehow. I guess Daj will poke around the town, just quickly having a look.
Let's
Wants to join.
see. I have a thing. It's in this app. Teams. I need teams. So if you go over there, let's see here. There's kind of competing things. The first thing that's going to happen is something else real quick that I have to narrate.
You can't get arrested. I didn't get.
No, this is going to happen as you leave, as you go to leave the temple.
Uh-oh.
So as you are getting ready to head out of the door of the temple, there are a pair of what look like twin women standing outside the front door of your temple. With it looks like they have brought an enforcer along with them. And as you
Oh,
prepare to leave the temple, one of them sees you walking towards the door, and she calls out to you. We are the Amoja sisters, and we would like to challenge you to a fight for some of your feathers.
a fight? But I've never been in a fight before. Howard, I feel like I have to roll deception for that.
You have to roll perception.
Deception.
Oh, deception? DC is going to be pretty high. This was an invite-only martial arts tournament. So I guess roll your deception check.
God, I hope you roll a natural 20.
Oh shit, I'm untrained in deception.
This should be good.
Hang on, that can't be right. I'm a fucking diplomat. I thought I have...
You're trained in diplomacy,
Wait,
not deception. Right?
No, I'm still trained in deception.
Hmm.
Why does it say I'm untrained? What? Oh, it's because I'm clicking on the fucking party token. That's what. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you click on the right one. Don't click on the bloody party token.
Well, I can't. Yeah, I can't select my character here. I don't think.
Also, your thievery roll was with the party token.
Oh, yeah, that probably fucking helped. Yeah, I was gonna say my thievery is actually pretty good usually. How do I do it from there? I can't.
Just click on the party thing and then click on your character and then go into. Unfortunately, we don't have our tokens to click on, so we have to literally go into our character menu.
Should I just?
We don't have any drop down.
Oh God, that's way too big.
Giant Daiji!
Oh, problems. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drag all your guys' tokens to like the bottom of the map just to make this easier.
God damn it. That was a 5.
Hyper B, go bang!
Oh, Jesus.
You'll lose your permissions on your character in a minute.
Except for Hypa. Hypa doesn't get a token.
Ah!
You're just gonna make me delete your token every time I give you control of it, aren't you? Okay, there you go. You guys have tokens on here to make it easier to get to your characters. So as you try to deceive them that you have never been in a fight before, the second woman in front of you just glares at you and says, "Do you accept the challenge or not?"
Against you? Absolutely.
Americana, heal your character full because you got healed overnight.
Yeah. I sung you a song and you healed from it.
Like a champ!
He whispered into your ear while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
It was clearly a national anthem.
The spitting? Yeah, it could be. I mean, anything goes in Gasglow, right? Anyway. Yeah.
Don't you anyway me. Carry
well,
on.
we just got challenged to a fight. Like, I mean, I suppose if you don't want to participate, then that's up to you.
Oh no, I want to participate.
Fair enough.
So, just as a reminder, you have to pick how many feathers you're gonna wager. Both sides get to agree to what they're gonna wager beforehand. One of these two women holds up 2 of their feathers and hands them to the enforcer next to them, and says, "We'll wager 2. Will you wager the same?"
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I'm in.
And the second one says, looks to the...
I'm just gonna pull on Daiji's
Well, I'm not cursing.
leg as he's floating and pull him down to the ground slightly, I guess.
Oh, she's not floating anymore. She full rest with you guys, so her curse is gone.
Alright, I'm just gonna pull on Daiji's leg. I'm like, just staring. We should be wary before we start risking our feathers straight away. Can I like make a perception check to like identify what I deem their strength or something? To like just notice that they look odd and and yeah, just want to be wary.
What, like, are you trying to perceive
No,
their weaknesses or something? I guess.
yeah, or their strengths, or how strong they are, something.
I
I
have
mean-
a spell for that, but I'm not entirely sure if I could get away with casting that right in front of the enforcer. Like,
I don't think we can do any hostile action or anything unless we've agreed to the fight first.
Yeah, so looking at the two of them, one of the women, so they're both dressed as monks. One of them, her clothing is covered in symbols of fire and flames. The other one, and has red accents to it. The other one is blue and has wave and water motifs on it. They both. God damn it! I have to organize things better because there we go. There's a name. They both look fairly fit. Like if you had to guess, they're probably both strong and fast. Like they both have rather traditional martial arts builds, so they're not necessarily going to be.
couch potatoes.
Yeah, like they both look fit, strong, ready to fight. I think that's probably the basics from just looking at them that you can pick up on them. But like
Cool. Well,
kind of like everybody you would assume at this tournament, probably decent at fighting. Because everybody here is
I
good at
assume,
fighting.
I'm slightly worried of risking 2 feathers straight up, but your call.
well, no, it's the group's call. I would agree to it, but what do you all think?
Well, it's the point of doing the tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, we have to win.
Crack
Like,
some skulls.
exactly.
I'll fight for free. Let's do this.
That's the spirit. What?
So the enforcers collect the feathers, and looking to both groups say, "Would you like to fight here, or would you like to go to the closest designated fighting location?"
Is that like a gym?
So there's a lot of designated fighting arenas throughout the island. Usually the enforcers will give you the choice if you want to have your. They'll usually give you the choice if you want to go to a location, or just have the fight where you are.
Well, we have kind of like an arena in our little temple thing, don't we? Kind of.
The arena is difficult terrain. That giant sand arena is difficult terrain for anybody in it, just so you know.
And we're fighting monks, so probably not.
Yeah.
But we could also fight them on the corpse of the other monks. We do have that.
That still would be difficult terrain.
I don't think the other monks would be happy about that, and we just got them to bed.
Yeah, let's not
again.
let's not fight in our own home then. Yeah, we'll go to an arena.
That would be our luck. We win, but then the ghost monks come to kick our ass.
Yeah, the
Especially if the
closest.
goblin pees on something again.
Yeah.
The closest.
Well, he does like to do that.
Just so many.
Also, I may have just killed my character.
What?
I don't know. There's this little thing saying dying, and I clicked on it, and it made like dying.
Rip.
Well, you get 9 lives. It's okay. You get 8 left.
I'll help you roll a new character. Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably not do that. I don't need those guys here. So the closest fighting arena is just a 5-minute walk
I'd say we
away.
kick their ass.
Murakana, Wanderer, Daji, Hypa. I am missing Giku. That is who I am missing. I'm going
We're missing the geek.
Yeah, let me get these.
I'm sorry. I'm
out.
extremely high on sugar right now.
Just trying to get everybody out and on the map. I guess if you guys want to be in some different configuration, go ahead and adjust yourselves.
Can I prepare a spell, like cast it the instant the fight begins or something? Or like on my... would be a buff, so like do it
No,
before.
I
Like...
think there's a
Last-
mechanic where you can't do anything for a minute before the fight.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
last night, Daiji, while we're going to sleep and things, you finished my request about enchanting this bullet with magical properties, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we did it before we went and terminated the thing. I used the 5th level repelling pulse, I think. Yeah. I was down a slot, so yeah.
I'm just getting
That,
some
for the record.
names on tokens real quick so that you know who you're fighting, since they have the same art.
I'm not sure if we'll need it this early against 2 monks who will probably be very, very good at reflex saves.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I have all the...
I meant that more towards Hyper.
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
I'm just...
Yeah, you think he'd learn after I backhanded him.
Yeah, like, if you don't think that's going to work against Shurigiku, then I really don't think it's going to work against monks who would be probably about the same power level, roughly.
Okay, so the 2 monks as you guys are walking over do at least introduce themselves. The woman in blue is Rajana, and the woman in red trim is Manyala. I think that's about it. Let me get one other character on.
Agreed.
Ooh.
And the 2 enforcers that were with them are present in the arena, but are not part of the
There's only 2
combat.
of them.
As a reminder, do not attack enforcers unless you want to fuck about and find out.
Fair enough.
At the start of
We can't do anything, I think, he said.
but like as we were walking here to this event, I want to coat my sword in the snake venom poisons that I carry, whatever it's called, the giant centipede venom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what does that do, just so I know?
It's,
okay, so there's
paralysis point.
poison damage. Okay, poison damage, flat-footed. Okay, cool. Awesome. If you hit him with the sword, yell at me so that I remember to make fortitude saves and figure out if the venom does anything.
Waiting for him to lick the blade.
That would be good. So then, okay, as you guys
I
get
should
in
not
here,
have licked it.
as everybody is set, I'm going to add you all to the combat tracker so everybody can roll initiative so we can figure out what the initiative order is going to end up being.
Gosh dang it.
The roll last because that's my lucky roll when I go last. Just waiting for Americana and Gavrov.
Can I have your roll, Wanderer, please?
No.
Oh, but...
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Okay, where are we at? We got everybody set. Cool. Okay, so that. Awesome. Get a little music going just to, set the mood.
Oh god, we're in monk range.
And I will go ahead and begin the encounter. The enforcers look to everybody and nod to all of you. And we are going to begin this fight. Let's see here. So Manyala is going to move. Oh wow, this is a big arena, isn't it? She's gonna get over kind of into the brush of this tree a little bit, and looking at all of you, she is going to she's gonna whip a dart out at Daiji.
Rude.
Pretty impressive range throw.
She's a monk. They can throw
Oh, you know what? They can't actually throw them that far. You're right.
Oh yeah, shit. That's like 80 feet.
Yeah, and I'm on blind rolls, so let me stop doing that. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Don't think I ever got darts.
She's not going to do that because she can't actually do that. So thank you for yelling at me about range. She is going to kind of strike a focusing pose, and you see energy swirl around her, and this reddish-looking energy kind of infuse her bow staff and her fists. And then I think that's about all she's got. She just kind of then readies an action basically to attack anybody who closes to within melee range with her. Kind of holding her bow staff, crackling with that red energy. And it will be Wanderer's turn.
Why is everyone so far away?
You actually could throw hyper, by the way,
Lol.
because he is a size smaller than you, so it wouldn't be very hard for you to throw him. And you're pretty strong.
Should it be throwing Harper?
You could throw hyper. You can also throw hyper. You actually have that as an ability, I think.
I don't like to fly. If that is an option.
I mean,
Okay. I guess I'll do a sudden charge if you don't want to be throwing Harper.
I'd prefer not. I don't want to be the first one into a fray. I don't want to be the first one into a fray of monks on the ground, prone.
But it'd be funny. I think you can make that. That's my.
Your movement is 20 feet, so you can get 40 feet on a sudden charge. Okay. And then you can make a strike, so if you have any sort of... Do you have any ranged strike ability?
No, I don't. I guess I'll just end it here.
Oh, okay.
You could use your block or something, like raise your shield.
She raises it automatically 3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
Oh,
I could
yeah,
I can get closer to anyone and hit them though, so
No, not right
just
now.
leave it at that.
Cool.
Oh, no, curiosity. No, wait, can we do that turn again for one, or just out of... I'm just curious. Can she walk her feet and then do a sudden charge when she's in range?
yeah, she
So
could.
sudden charge is 2 actions, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she
but
moves
she
one
doesn't move
action.
first.
Do the move first, so she moves 30 feet and then sudden charges.
Let me
then
look
she
at
get
it.
to attack.
It's an opener. So it has a
Oh,
tag
right.
that says open. So it's the first thing. Yeah, you have to. So like it's
It has to be the first action you do.
yeah. So like sudden charge has a couple of tags. It's got open, which means you have to do it as the first thing you do, and then it has flourish, which means you can only do 1 flourish per turn. Usually you don't have too many multiples, but there's some classes that have a lot of that. But I think in this case it's just, yeah, she can charge forward, and then the strike just fails. So it could either be a charge or just 2 move actions. It doesn't really matter in this case because you're not hitting anyone. Okay, so then
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah. So Rajana, Wanderer, seeing you come up, she will also kind of strike a slightly different focusing pose, and a crackling blue energy suffuses her, and then she will move up to you and try to strike with her bow staff. So she will do that. And she got a 27, which I'm pretty sure is not going to hit you. So yeah, she walks up, tries to crack you with her bow staff, and it bounces off your shield to no effect. And that is 1, 2, 3 actions. It is Giku's turn.
Okay, so try to figure out how to do this.
Keep in mind they're both well within range for you because your movement
Oh, yeah,
speed's insane.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think it
when
was
the
like
color
5.
when the color changes, that's a different amount of movement. So that means like every color is like how much action point. So once it changes color, then that's a second action point. So you got like one.
So I move, and then hit.
What is your movement? Oh my god, you have so much movement.
I thought
Okay.
it was 55.
That's a lot of movement. Yep, nope. You can attack. She's flat-footed against that, so that's a -2 to her AC. So yeah, you can strike from there.
Try to remember, do I do my dragon dance thing?
If you
or...
want. You can enter your dragon stance, but that'd be one action.
I don't remember what it does.
It
Lets you attack with a tail.
it makes your legs like a dragon's tail.
Okay.
Basically, you do more damage. You do 1d10 instead of 1d8. 1d6 is usually your unarmed strikes. So you do a lot more damage.
Well, her
So,
unarmed
let's say-
strikes do more damage because of her hand wraps.
True.
Then I'll just stick with the hand wraps for now. So, smack it.
You could do Flurry of Blows, I must also point out.
Yeah, so
What? Flurry of blows.
It's in your actions.
you can do it for it's 2 strikes, so you can basically get 2 strikes for the price of 1. So I'll resolve the first hit. A 37 is a hit, so if you want to roll the damage.
I was expecting that to be a crit. Jeez, they're pretty strong.
Okay, so she will take that damage, and then if you want to do Flurry of Blows, you can do it now and then just make 2 strikes in a row.
Okay, so.
And that's,
I click the flurry.
Yeah, you don't. If you just tell me you're doing Flurry of Blows, that's fine. So you would take the second and the third strike, which have the penalties for them for multiple attacks.
And I do that on the second bar that says unarmed.
Yeah, so under
Yeah.
strikes, yeah, so it's fist, and then it would be like the plus 21 and the
Plus
plus
21.
17.
No, 8.
Or on your character sheet.
It's on the
Whereas-
strikes. Just go across the numbers. You already did the first one. Then go.
I help them
Yep,
clicking the
that's right.
thing.
Yep, you're doing the right one, and then you do the next one over. The multiple attack penalties accrue as you hit multiple times. So that one, so you try to follow up with 2 quick hits, but Rajana is able to dodge them as she, well, let's see here, 26, 21. Yep, no, she passes those even with flat-footed. So that is your turn.
Also 27 AC, at least.
Dodgy, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Well, I am going to turn into a devil.
Oh my.
Devil form. I'll turn into a fallen angel or Arañas.
Damn, that's a lot of text.
So, okay, you get a fly speed and a bunch of stuff.
Yep. And then I will fly 30 feet straight up in the air, and that should be my turn. So I think that's a 2 action spell. Yeah.
Okay. That takes us to hype up.
As everyone was running forward, I'm gonna follow in the trails of Shigeku running down.
Why have you not found that key to something else?
I reckon. Bloody hyper.
Lazy.
You'd think, but
You always
you know.
have the weirdest keybinds.
Yeah, why can't you set it to F6 like a normal person? Jesus.
Stuff your.
I push to talk to caps.
I think you should set your push
Why
to talk
yell?
to Alt F4.
Why? What does that do?
Uh,
Don't do it.
I was just midway through binding that. Why would I not do it?
No, you should do it, Hypa. Geeku should not do it. I think it'll be fine on your computer. Okay, so that's one move. What's your next action? So you run forward, brace to fire your big boom gun, and the shot goes wide, missing Rijana.
Rip. They have good AC. Well, actually, no, not really. That wouldn't hit us either.
Oh, yeah, because I rolled really low.
Yeah,
Yep.
it happens.
So it's boom, boom, and the shots go wide. Murakana, it is your turn.
Would you like to rage?
Let's do this.
Got it.
Oh, no. I'm going to rage, but I'm going to use sudden charge first. First thing I'm going to do is turn on this freaking music. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Now it's okay.
Music adds atmosphere. You can't lower the music.
Well, when I can't hear anyone talking, then yeah, I need to lower the music. I could just barely hear you. I was like, oh.
Are you
okay
still
now.
using Edge?
No.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, do your sudden charge.
All right, let's making sure I can actually make that distance.
You've got 50 feet of movement with sudden charge.
Oh, we're golden. Whoop, there we go.
So as you close with her, she is going to whack you with her bow staff, because she had a ready to action to attack anybody who came in melee range.
Oh, that's a dick move.
Well, I said it out loud. Does a 29 hit you?
What do you think?
That was a 4 too, Jesus.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does hit you because your AC is 28, so she is going to do the damage plus the crackling fire energy will also be added to this, so she will do 23
Damn.
plus 1d8 fire damage. So she will do pop, pop to you. Oh, did you apply that twice? Did that get applied twice?
That got applied twice.
Sorry. I guess heal for 23. I'll do it. Don't touch anything.
All right.
There we go. Okay, so she whacks you with the bow staff as you close. Wait, what the hell?
What?
There. It is correct now. God,
Excellent.
change your key bindings. Okay, make your strike.
Never.
I'm just gonna take
Alrighty,
Hypa's
I
control
will-
of his character away. So make the strike out of your sudden charge. Let's see, a 29 just misses. You're whacking against the tree. You have one action left.
Shit, now I know how Water was feeling on the first round.
Fuck.
Oof. Get all those low rolls
Alright.
out of the way. Okay, so we're... Oh, no, that was not the right button. So it's Manyala's turn. She is going to... Let's see here. I think that's a silly thing to do. Yeah, I think that's silly. She's going to flurry of blows against you, so she's going to get 2 attacks. Ooh, what is this?
The scary thing is she rolled a 4 and still got a hit on Maracana.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay, she is going to flurry of blows you, so 2 attacks. I'm going to roll both attacks first just to get the rolling out of the way. A 40 and a 26, so I think that's a crit and a miss.
Against me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a crit.
Okay, so that's crit damage.
And a miss.
And a miss. So you will take that 42 damage, so I'll let you hit the button. And then she got a knockdown. That her attack has the knockdown.
It's a relative against me because I get to get up without. I need to remember that I can get up without using an action.
Well,
It's a
she
free
doesn't
action, so you
know
can do
that
one.
for now, so she is going to use a different action. She's going to use her last action to knock you down prone. Now, do you get that as a free
Fantastic.
action on your turn or anytime?
It's a reaction on. Hold on, let me read it. I'll link it. It's Kip Up, as you're talking about, right?
Yeah, kip up.
So I'm reasonably sure you can use that whenever. But
It's a reaction on being tripped.
It's a free action, not a reaction.
it's just
Free action, so it's on his turn then, right?
It's on his turn. So you are currently prone, Murakana, because she hits you with the bow staff and then sweeps your legs out from under you. So you are currently prone.
Bitch move.
On your turn, you can freely get up. Let me find prone. Boop. Nice. Okay. That is her turn. Wanderer, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna have a crack at grabbing the one that's next to me, I suppose.
Ooh.
Remember, you have to land a hit for that to work.
I know, which is gonna be the tricky one.
oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Oh.
a 20. God damn it! I saw the fucking dice.
These rolls, man. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that,
We've rolled under 5, the whole party. It's under 5 so far, Millie.
yeah. So the first swing
Was that
misses.
1 point, or
What was
Sorry?
that?
can I do that again, or?
Yeah,
You're-
you can swing
you're-
up to 3 times. You just get the multiple attack penalty applied as you add attacks.
Hey, that's much better.
Hey, so that one will hit. So roll your damage. And I'll apply it to her. Okay, so she takes 19 damage from the sword strike, and then do you want to use combat grab on that?
Yeah.
So she is grabbed, which means she is flat-footed and immobilized.
Can you
Oh.
grab onto the character?
What?
Yeah, you can, from the Wanderer's combat.
I think she just has statuses then.
Oh, there's a status. You can just drag the grabbed onto the character.
Or I can right-click them and use the conditions menu. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Usually. Okay, so that is attack, grab action. So I think that's your turn. But she is grabbed and cannot move. So she cannot move.
Combat grab would be combined, I think. It's swipe and then grab. So she did that first.
Yeah, she can still.
So she
she
still
can-
has one action left.
She's still gonna do one more action.
Okay.
I
so
mean,
can
it
I
says
just,
it's
like-
an action.
Yeah.
Oh, make a melee strike. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they-
Gotcha. So you have one action left. Yeah, sorry. You're right.
And if I may
Okay, so
suggest,
give her another whack, I suppose.
you have the ability for next time. You have the ability of advantageous assault. When the enemy movement is compromised, you can. Yeah. Anyone who is grabbed, prone, or restrained, you get extra damage and accuracy. I think.
Well, can you link that so we can read?
Can't on her sheet.
Could you link that thing that he was just explaining, Wanderer?
It's in under actions. It says advantageous assault. That's it. I think it's accuracy. No, it's damages.
Make a melee strike against a creature that is grabbed or prone restrained. You gain bonus damage on the strike equal to the number of weapon.
So it's not accuracy.
So it's extra
My bad.
damage. Okay, so it doesn't matter because she didn't hit. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so Rajana is grabbed. Also, interesting point of order because I just thought of it. I'm assuming your sword is in one hand and your shield is in the other, right, Wanderer?
Remember,
Yeah.
she's got perks where
I
she
can
grab
actually,
and
yeah. I can
use
use
a
a
shield
shield and use my 2 hands at the same time.
Oh, okay, cool. Did we have
We
this
had this
conversation
last time.
already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. When she was blocking with her penis. I mean,
Nope.
her free arm.
Jesus. Okay. Fun.
I'm the dexterous.
Damn, that sucks. Okay, let's see here. Well, she is going to, I guess, Flurry of Blows you, Wanderer, because that's her first thing. So she's going to get 2 attacks on Wanderer. So let me find some attacks. What is the difference here?
She does also have to roll a DC 5 flat check every time she does something, or she loses the action from being grabbed.
Isn't that just for a manipulate action?
Yeah, but it's almost everything up to manipulate action. Like, for, like, attacking.
I mean, they don't have the manipulate tag.
Oh, fair enough.
So this is weird, but I'm gonna do 2 bow staff attacks. We'll see what happens. A 33 and a 39.
Pretty sure they would both.
I think those both are gonna hit as normal hits.
You can react to block them if you want.
Yeah.
So you have a quick block.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
So they will hit your shield, and your shield. What are the stats on your shield? Items.
She has the old one. You can have a look at mine if you want.
She's got the adamantine steel shield. Which
I've got the. What do you call it? That.
So 40 hit points total. So if you block both of them, okay, wait a minute. So it'll be hardness 10, so it'll be 2 and 4 damage to the shield. So the shield has accrued 6 damage. Gotta figure out where to track that. So your shield has 6 damage on it, basically.
You just subtract it from the chill HP in a character sheet. Well, it should have 40 instead of 20.
Well, she's got an adamantine steel shield. Okay, so it's already got some damage applied, so I'm going to take 6 off of that. So 28.
I repaired it.
It got fully repaired.
I repaired it. I just didn't know how to fix it. So.
Okay, so if there was... Oh. I did that. I'll fix that in a second. Okay, so what did I say? 6 damage, so it would have 34 hit points? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just literally editing the item as I go. And let's find a token for Gavrov.
She's holding the monk from the graves of the beyond.
And then she is also going to use her knockdown ability to knock Gavrov prone. And I think I'm going to say that knocking you prone is going to break the grab, but not have any other effect right now. Besides knocking you prone, but I feel like knocking you prone would break the grab. I don't know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But she's a pro wrestler. She wrestles him to the ground as well.
I'm just gonna say knocking someone prone breaks grab. You can quote me on that in the future if it's in the reverse situation. Because it seems silly that knocking somebody prone wouldn't. I don't know. It makes sense to me, but I'm gonna go with that. But that is her turn. It is Giku's turn.
Okay. How many times can a flurry of blows run?
You can do flurry of blows once a turn.
Once a turn.
So you can do it again if you want.
Okay.
because it has that flourish trait, I believe.
Okay, so I guess I'll open with Flurry of Blows.
Ugh. The first one
rolling.
does not hit. God, these rolls.
And
Everything's
then
been
18 for the second one.
That's a roll of 30 because it's flanked.
It's still a
It's,
miss.
Oh, far out.
Really? Jesus. Okay.
And a
Frickin'
24,
monster.
which would become a 26. Yeah, that misses too. God, these rolls, guys. These rolls.
So it's the.
You're getting that ass kicked.
I'm
I think
still
that's still
confused on how many action thingies.
You have 2 actions.
So,
left.
so you have a
Okay.
total of 3 actions to spend a turn. All of the actions that you have, like if you look at your character sheet and go way down to the bottom. So like Flurry of Blows as a monk, it's a single action ability that gives you 2 attacks. So it's basically breaking the action economy as a class feature. And it's kind of like how Sudden Charge gives you 2 movement actions and an attack, so it gives you 3 actions for the cost of 2. So there's a lot of abilities in Pathfinder that give you more actions than the cost of the action, because that's kind of how the game gives players more power, if that makes sense. So like you spent 1 action to use Flurry of Blows, which gives you 2 attacks, which would normally be 2 actions, but it's 1 action because monks get Flurry of Blows. Does that make sense?
Easy way to describe it: when you use Flurry of Blows, Kusetsu, you punch with your left hand and your right hand, and then you can still do 2 more attacks if you want after that.
Okay, it's all confusing.
Basically, monks get to attack a lot of times if they want to. Is how it works out.
Yeah,
and-
if they're fully ammo, they can do like 4 attacks.
If you still wanted to,
And
Kusetsu, you could attack 2 more times. You've still got 2 action points left.
they would both be at the full attack penalty. Because the other thing that Pathfinder does is it says, hey, every time you attack up to 3 times in a turn, it gets harder to hit. And again, it's just like a game balance thing.
Okay, so then if I went to the dragon stance, then do I use the unarmed attack numbers, or?
Can you drag that onto your character
Yeah,
and change your
you would use unarmed attack and we would just adjust the damage. But so like because you have those magic fist wraps that do a ton more damage,
Yeah.
your fists are usually a better choice than the unarmed attack.
They actually work for the dragon stance because fist wraps, funnily enough, also apply to kicks. Because they're unarmed attacks.
They do?
Yeah, you can have a look.
Oh,
Where
okay.
are they?
I just
Yeah,
don't know which
unarmed
buttons
attacks.
to push.
You're right.
If you want to do
It's
Dragon
whatever.
Stance, that's fine. That's an action. I don't care about you hitting a button. So your first action is Flurry of Blows. Your second is Dragon Stance to get into Dragon Stance, which you are now in.
You can
then
drag it on, okay.
it doesn't matter. Just
It gives her the ability to use it on her screen if she drags it on, I think.
Yeah. It's easy
Oh,
to
does it?
use.
I'm just not sure what all I could actually do.
boop. Oh, hey, cool. Does that add anything?
Oh.
Oh,
you
Dragon
gave her
Tail.
Dragon
There
Tail.
it is. Okay, so you should
It's
have a
slightly
Dragon
less
Tail
accurate.
ability now.
Okay, so then when do I start at the first button for the dragon
third
tail?
button.
That'd be the
or
last.
The
because you
third
already-
one?
Yeah.
So think of it this way, because every time you attack, you go 1 to the right. So you've already attacked twice because you're double attack, which that means you've gone the first one, second one, and any attack after that will be now the third one.
Okay, so then I'll just whack it with the dragon tail thingy.
Ugh.
Good try, but
Good try, but it will not hit. The AC you're shooting for here, guys, is 31 or 29. Depending on flanked or not. because their AC is 31. It is Daiji's turn.
I'm going to get a little closer. I'll get about 15 feet closer, but also 15 feet higher, so I should be about, like, 45 feet in the air. And I'm going to cast my favorite spell in the game.
Oh, you're going to debilitating dichotomy somebody? Who you hitting, Maniala or Rajuna?
Who's the most hurt from...
Rajuna.
Cool, I'm going to hit her.
Okay.
Will save.
Rajana, sorry. So will save. How's that 39? No, that's yours.
Mine.
Where's mine? Oh, wait, what? Where's Rajana's? Did it just not roll?
You have to roll.
Oh, there we go. 26.
8 damage. 49, and I take nothing.
Okay. Cool. She takes 49 damage. Wait, did I just do that to
screwed.
Giku?
Yeah.
God damn it. Hold on, Giku. I'm gonna fix you.
We're gonna save you, Geeku.
There we go. What the hell just happened?
Had the wrong token selected, maybe?
Yeah, no, okay, cool. So you did all that. I think that's your turn, right?
Yep, that's fine.
Hyper.
Still 8 bullets left in my gun. I'm gonna
Stabby,
pound
stab,
it right in the freaking crutch. Full fire. Do this bad.
At some point, you guys are gonna roll above a 10, and this fight's gonna change. But
For the moment, we're getting our ass kicked.
So
31, right?
no, you're not flanking her. You're ranged.
You have to use melee if you want to flank her.
Yeah, you can't flank as a ranged attack. So
Are
that's
you serious?
yeah. It's the bonus of not having to be in melee. So like ranged attacks generally you lose a lot of benefits because you can't get punched in the face.
Damn.
If you want to get technical, you're small and you're trying to shoot around Gavrov and Shurigiku, so you should have been taking a penalty. For
Shooting
Like-
on the left side.
To flank her, you need somebody here.
Yeah, but I thought gang up. Is that only off melee?
Gang up is only for melee, yeah.
I'll double check for you, but I'm pretty sure it is. Hang on.
Yeah, melee attacks.
Yeah.
It says it in the thing. So get that dog slicer out. Oof. So that would
There's
be
my
a,
turn.
that'd be a 26, but it doesn't hit. Oh yeah.
No, I know. Everyone has rolled like under fucking 10 for everything. This is fucking
Yeah.
AIDS.
What do you mean? I haven't rolled under a 6.
Well, you haven't also made an actual attack. You've just cast spells at people. Murakana, it is
Yeah.
your turn. You are prone, but you can kip up as a free action.
I'm kipping up. Ba-boom!
Right click off prone if you.
I got it.
What's the magic words?
Would you like to rage?
Yes, I would.
God damn critical roll.
As he gets up off the ground, storming at the person in front of him.
And right in the face. Come on. Natural. Oh, it was so close to a natural 20.
34 will hit.
Fuck you.
So 30 damage to her. That's your second action. Third action is a 31, which will hit. Look at that. Putting some hurt on. Yeah, so you just smack the shit out of her twice with the axe. Do they
That's what you get for hitting me with a stick.
They have no reactions. That's fun.
Not even
Okay.
dodge. Oh.
Well, I mean, they are monks, but they are not the monk class. Okay, so we are
They're
back
very
to
green monks.
Manjala. What is she gonna do? What is this?
Also, I don't seem to be in the combat carousel, I just noticed.
Oh, it's probably because I deleted your
killed me.
token.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Yeah, she was first.
I was like in between the two monks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in between. The red one would go first, then Wanderer, then the blue one.
Yeah, let me fix that. Okay, so let's say 35, just to put you in between. There. You're back. Sorry about that. I hit buttons and stuff happens. But I'm still on Manjala's turn. You'll go after her. What is Manjala gonna do? She doesn't have that, she doesn't have that. What does this do?
Greater fireball.
Yeah, no, not that. That's not gonna work well right now. Okay, she's gonna flurry of blows you, because that's, I think, the best option she has. I don't think Channel Key is actually a good move.
Oh shit.
37 and 39.
Oh no.
That's a lot.
That's 2 crits.
Oh my
against
god,
Miragana.
that's 2
Oh
crits.
god!
Ouch.
Ouch time.
So
That was
that's
bad.
a lot of damage that you're gonna take.
That because you have a lot of health. Jesus.
And then she's gonna follow it
Why
up
is
with.
my... One second. Why was my temp HP never applied when I...
It
raged?
was. You're.
I did
That was-
15.
She just
15
ripped
one.
it off very quickly.
She did minus 19
Oh.
and then minus 32, so you're good.
Okay.
And then she's gonna
Okay.
knock you down again with her knockdown ability, which I'm not gonna link because that takes time. But I'm gonna put you prone.
Dick move.
Well, she's gonna keep knocking you down because it at least stops you from taking reactions on her. Not that she has another action to take, but whatever. It is Gavrov's turn. Yet again, Murakana, you're deciding to face tank somebody apart from everybody else.
Hey, I'm keeping her
So
out of the
people-
fight.
People without kip up have to spend an action point to get up.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
So
they,
that's-
and they take reactions too. So if like they have an attack of opportunity, then they eat that as well, which is rough.
But none of the monks have reactions. That's what we
No,
would-
but a lot of warriors do, for instance. So
Yeah, attacks of
Yeah.
opportunity and reactions
Can I
are
get
not a given. Yeah, you get up, no problem. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a crack at stabbing this person.
I have a question.
roll a 20 rondo.
hey, that'll do.
That'll hit. Question, just aside. When you guys hover over the enemies, does it give you like an indication of They're-
Injured,
yeah.
uninjured, barely
Okay.
injured. Yeah.
cool?
The original D&D stuff.
Yep, cool. So that's 16 damage. Are you gonna use your grab action as part of that?
So you could. You can just grab them.
I suppose. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Cool. So they're grabbed, and you have 1 action left.
If I may, you also have very good skills in Demoralize for Intimidation, which does
Yeah.
lower their rolls if you want to.
How do I do that?
It should be in your skill actions. You have Intimidation, Demoralize.
Yeah, let's do that.
For those moments where if like the attack penalty is too high, probably be the.
Ah.
Okay, so it's a 25 to intimidate. I have to, where is this? So if I look up this, sudden shout, well-timed taunt, or cutting put down, you shake their, choose a creature in 30 feet, attempt intimidation check against their will DC. Will DC is 8 plus their modifier, right?
Depends on what how skilled they are at it and such, but
They've got a plus 21.
huh.
I want to look that up. Will DC. I want to look that up just so because I don't think we've ever done this before.
No. We've mostly been very direct in
Yeah,
combat,
nobody has
whereas
ever.
Laura has
What is a
more
will
options.
DC? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I apply it correctly. It is.
While you work this out, I'm just gonna
So
back.
it's 10 plus your bonus.
Oh, so they would make it then.
Yeah, so they would make that save. So you try to intimidate her, and she. So her basically her will DC is 31. So if they don't understand your language, do you?
She has intimidating glare and intimidating prowess. I think the latter might be more relevant because
Sure.
she has.
It doesn't
How much
really
strength do
matter
you have?
because she's gonna pass no matter what.
Because it would give a +2. So
Yeah, +2 circumstance bonus.
That would take
Yeah,
it up
she
to a
has
27, so that's still against a 31. So you try to intimidate her. She just glares at you as you're grabbing her, and looks like she's ready to keep punching.
that's not very nice.
But if it passes, it causes frightened. That's cool.
Yeah, which
So
lowers
if
her
it
AC and
works, it's
everything
pretty
else.
good. Just you rolled a 5, because apparently we're all rolling super low tonight. Is that 2 actions? No, 3 actions.
Yeah, I got
Stand
up,
up,
I hit,
hit,
and then I did
go.
that.
Okay,
so I
cool.
think that's it.
Okay. It is. Oh no! It is Rajana's turn. Man, she does not like where she's at. She is going. Oh, she's grabbed though.
Yeah, she can't go anyway.
She's gonna make an athletics check to break the grab. As soon as I find her athletics ability.
Pretty sure that's an action too, isn't it?
Yes, it is an action. But she's gonna take that action, and that's how well that worked. So
She snuggles into you.
yeah, she tries to get away and ends up letting you get a better grip
Doesn't
on
really
her.
want to get away though.
She just snuggles a little bit with you.
maybe Rajana. Never mind.
Doesn't really want to go away.
Doesn't really want to go away.
What about him?
So
You found us. What's that? A Cinderay? Yeah.
she's gonna. Oh, I should have done this a different way based on what I said last turn, but who cares? She's gonna hit you with flurry of blows twice.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Oh wow. Well, I got a crit and a failure, so the crit I'm assuming is gonna crit, because that would be a 55 total. So that's 38 damage. And the second action isn't gonna do anything.
I wouldn't recommend blocking that one.
Yeah.
Just break the shield.
I'll just take it.
So that will break the shield, I think, at that point.
If she
That'll-
was holding it up.
Yeah,
Push-
I'd rather just take it.
Oh, you rather just take
Yeah.
it? Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably better. Where did this go? I'm gonna apply it. Okay, there we go. 38 damage. And then for her last action, that didn't work. That didn't work. Blah, blah, blah. I guess she'll hit again because she's got to try to hit you. Does a 29 hit?
No.
No.
Nope. Just kind of bounces off. Whatever.
Wonder is 31 default, 33 with shield blocking?
Yeah, if she has a shield raised, it's 33. Or should be. I thought she was higher actually.
Well, her
I
shield's
think it's
broken.
33 with shield rate. It's not broken.
No,
She didn't block it.
took 6 damage. And
Oh,
the
never
second
mind.
hit she
Well, this was the damage. Oh, so it doesn't matter. She missed, right? So I'm going to go to Giku. 29 is below either of those numbers.
Yep.
Okay, you are still in Dragon Stance, Giku.
So flurry of blows.
Sure.
If you like.
So you can make 2 attacks for the cost of 1. That'll crit.
Jesus.
I hit something.
And you crit at that, so this is gonna be
So that's going to be
Ouch.
40 damage. Second attack.
Aw.
will not hit. And you have 2 actions left.
I guess I'll do another fist.
22 will not hit. You have 1 action left.
After this fight, the air's gonna be so scared of all of us.
Dragon tail.
Oh, 4. Nope. That is not gonna do it.
Okay.
Did you see what Daiji said?
Yeah, I just looked up her character sheet. One in Hero Lab.
So she hasn't got her armor on.
No, she has her armor on, but it's just regular plate. It's meant to be +2 armor. That's why she has a +1 sword, because all her money went to the plate.
It wasn't invested. That's why.
Ah.
I just clicked
Fair
the
enough.
button, so it should be fixed.
Yep. Ooh, I think it's my turn.
It is Daji's turn.
Americana, you look not so good.
No, I do not.
Alright, let's see if we can fix that. Well, you... One of our focus spells to not use a damage spell for a change. Holy shit. Hymn of Healing.
How far away are you? That's... You're
35.
way too far
Oh, I have to
away.
get... Yeah, my bad. I will move first. I'm still high in the air,
You're
so...
15 feet up in the air.
So, I'll move 30 feet there. Wish I can...
Yeah,
it
that'll
doesn't matter
work.
anyway. I think it's French. And then, yeah, you get 12 health, but you also get 12 temporary hit points. And then that will happen every turn. You get that again.
Oh, God bless.
Yes, Asmodeus is great.
It is
Praise be
Hyper's
to
turn.
Asmodeus!
Wanna friggin' hit something?
We're too short for this
Oh,
ride.
there you go. There's your
Oh,
crit.
damn.
So
Take
that
back what I said.
will crit.
43.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
a
because of
crit.
gang up.
Don't forget
Jesus!
about the
Oh yeah,
Holy
rogue crits, I forgot.
So are you going to knock her out or try to kill her?
There's no rules, so it's up to you.
Hyper.
Well, I feel like as an assassin, I would be going for the kill in a fight until they give up, and if they don't give up, then I would go for the blow. So I'm going to go for a kill, unless they give up, and then
Well, okay, so you're at the point where this hit is either going to kill her or knock her out. So it's up to you which one you want to do.
I wouldn't relent without knowing. I might be accidentally cutting her head off, and I would be going for the swing. So I'm
going to say you stab her and she is dying, basically. And I'll leave it up to you if you want to coup de grace her or do something else. Like, you stab her and she just crumples to the ground. And you have the rest of your turn.
Get it, intimidate the other one.
I was about to say, I could use some help over here because I'm getting my ass kicked. Although I gotta say, I'm doing great as a meat shield.
Yeah.
Now I'm just holding a dead person.
Oh, she's not dead yet.
Well, she's bleeding.
I guess she crumples and you're holding her. 'Cause she just is
Aw.
done.
as she relents, I guess I'm going to. Naturally, I would naturally kick them on the ground, but I feel like I've done enough, so I'm going to shoot as my next option.
Okay.
Yeah, you can reach that.
Yeah, you got range.
Just in range. Just in range.
I like to imagine you just kind of using her body as like a bracing for your gun.
A 30 will not hit. One
That
under.
just makes me think of the anime where you shoots between the boobs.
And it hits her boob armor.
Jeez.
That she doesn't have, but it's anime, so of course she does have it. So that's stab, shoot, move. That takes us to Murkana.
I think that describes Hyper's lifestyle to this point. Stab, shoot, move.
Do you free action kip up?
Move.
Free action kip up.
Deflected by boot.
Question.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to talk, or does that count as an action?
I mean, you can say like a sentence as a free action, but you can't do like complex tactical bullshit.
Your ally is down. Yield.
Does she understand your language?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good
Yeah.
question.
You
You
just
don't
scream
speak
something
lingo.
insulting.
You only speak common and draconic.
Yeah,
Nope.
you don't speak tier.
She doesn't understand shit that you say.
Oh no.
You're taunting.
So she sees you scream at her, but doesn't really understand what the fuck you're saying.
Can I point at her ally?
No, go ahead and just take your turn. I'll say anything past
Alright,
that is like
let's
an
do this.
action. A 31 will hit for 24. Let me make sure I'm selecting the right person.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it. Okay, what just happened? I applied the 24, I rolled the damage for your other attack, but it didn't hit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
No, it was the time lag. I hit the button, but the thing... Internet. 22
Oh.
will not hit.
Well, that's my...
Okay, it is her turn. What is she going to do? This does not look great.
Should have brought more allies.
Well, you know, different teams have different number of members. Some of them are big, some of them are small. Well, she's gonna move here. Do you have an attack of opportunity, Hypra?
I don't think so.
Okay,
We do not.
then she is going to flurry of blows.
Murkana does that, doesn't? Oh, she
Oh,
doesn't
actually,
have it.
to remind me of something, can I throw something else in there
What is it?
before that happened? I didn't realize this.
Do you have a reaction that would be relevant to...
Yes.
No, because you waited a turn, so no.
Oh yeah, well, I didn't realize I had it.
Well, you have to know your
Oh, it's too late.
character. Use it in the future.
Alright.
Alright,
So
the
she's
battle
gonna
is
move
extended.
around. Because if I start like
Clobber the
going
shit
back,
out of
no,
me.
my logic there is like if I have to go back like multiple, like if I have to go back turns,
Yeah, that's AIDS. Not doing
then it
that.
becomes a mess to try and run combat. So if you know something on a turn, you can do it. But if a turn passes, I'm not gonna let you go back and do something unless it's like the final boss fight and it would save somebody from death, maybe. Just because
Murkana does get in it.
it's
Sorry.
too much for me to try to deal with. He never left range.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It also
Never-
triggers if she uses a move action
Really?
in her reach. In his reach.
What is this one?
His attack of opportunity says a creature within your reach uses a manipulate
Okay.
action or a move action.
Okay,
So it
so
doesn't
she
have to
used a
be.
move action, so you can attack of opportunity.
Boink. Oh.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Whose reaction? Who is that?
Murkana's.
It's Murkana's
His one's
reaction.
different.
Yeah.
Because he's a martial class, he can attack anyone who just moves anywhere near him.
Okay, let me apply that. There's 30. Oh, damn it! Don't touch anything. I fixed it. Okay, so she takes that, and then she rolled against you. She rolled. Where are my rolls? Way
You
up.
rolled two strikes.
A
38 and a 30. So
31.
both hit.
Yeah, okay. Is a 38 a crit? Yes.
27 AC, so yes.
So she gets a crit, and she gets. Where's the other one? God, this chat log. Sorry, I'm just trying to find. Okay, 38 and 31. Okay, so 2 hits. There we go. Okay. So that's move, flurry of blows, and she's going to attack one more time because she wants to try and end you.
Oh no.
Nope.
Nope.
Drops her bow staff.
I don't do critical fumbles because that's bullshit. Gavrov.
Fair enough.
Like, you don't want me to do critical fumbles.
No,
now
no,
we're
I
getting
don't.
all Jesus.
Because with how I'm rolling, no.
It is Gavrov's turn.
Okay, so do I just drop this person, or can I just like run off?
Yeah,
You
it's
can drag her if you really want.
nah. You can just let go. I don't care.
Okay. I guess I'll just, I don't know, walk over there.
Just casually.
I'm gonna try and do a combat grab because that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And wonder if forcibly walk someone away while she has him combat grabbed.
Yeah. When you have them grappled, you can just move them.
Wow,
Jesus,
that's a
that's a
crit.
crit.
I'm gonna say because the other combatant is unconscious, it's a free action to just let go of them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want
They're
to.
not resistant.
Yeah. Okay. Roll the damage.
Wasn't that crit?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that
You
should be
want-
crit
yeah.
damage. Sorry, not normal damage.
Alright, my bad.
That's fine. Okay. Oof. How many hit points do you have left? Okay. So that's
Oh,
one
wow.
action, 2 actions. You get the grab on her. So she is grabbed as soon as I find grabbed. You have one more action.
I'm gonna do the intimidation thing as well.
Gavrov dragged that thing away from Americana.
Oh no, not 5.
Wow. Your intimidation rolls have not worked
No,
well. Unfortunately. It is Rajana's turn, so I guess I'm gonna do a death saving throw, which I think is just a flat d20. And she passes. So she... Let's see here. They don't have those. It's 3 successes or 3 failures, whichever happens first. So she's okay for now, ish. It is Giku's turn.
Move here. And I guess flurry.
Sure.
Oh no.
Hit something, damn it.
Not with the 3.
Yeah, 3's not gonna do it. Oh
Oh,
no!
another 3.
Double
Oh,
3s.
Jesus.
God damn! You have move, act, 1 act left. Ugh.
Roll a 20 on the
Okay.
next one.
That's close.
And that'll hit because
And-
she's flanked.
31. Yeah. And grabbed, which is flat foot.
Okay, so that is 21 damage. At this point, Manyala drops to a knee and waves off. I guess for anybody who understands Tien, she says, "Enough, enough, we concede." Do you guys let her concede?
Yeah, why not?
Yep. And
Okay.
I'm going to immediately start CPR or whatever on Rojana.
So she just kind of raises an eyebrow at that.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I'm a healer, so I have healing abilities.
Okay.
I'm not a
you?
great healer. I do. I have medicine.
You guys are able, between you and Manyala trying to save her sister, you're able to stabilize her. And the enforcers, let's pause this crazy music. The enforcers walk over to you and hand you the total of 4 feathers that had been wagered, so that brings your current total of feathers to 5. Let me get rid of rage on Murakana, and let me go to the...
You would
Roll a medicine check, Americana, see how much you do to stabilize her out of curiosity.
All right, let me find my medicine ability.
also heal 3 more times with Hymn of Healing. So cast that. You got 1 set of it.
Yay!
So yeah, in the quest log, I've added 2 more feathers to your total. So you
Sweet.
have a total of 5 feathers. And where did the enforcers go?
There's 1 here.
Oh no, I moved one over. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna say you're able to stabilize her. I don't really care.
I know, I did that for Haifa.
I wanted to see what his role was. I was also
I would
hoping
have
you'd
died
be
laughing
mean
if I rolled a
and
national 20.
I mean, that was technically a failure, so...
yeah, I was like hoping like he tries to CPR her and then kills her with his ridiculous strength.
It's just
crushes her chest and just no. No, I'll say you guys are able to stabilize her because I care more about the intent than the vicissitudes of dice in this case, because for what it's worth, like, they're not out of the tournament. You guys obviously aren't out of the tournament. So like you may run into teams again. So how you interface with teams will have an impact potentially, depending on, if you meet a team once and act one way, that changes how they react to you in the future, if that makes sense.
This action has consequences.
Yes, actions
So
have
we haven't killed
consequences.
anyone yet.
Yeah. So Manyala, taking her stabilized but badly wounded sister, says, "Thank you for accepting our fight. We'll maybe meet you again. Good luck in the tournament." And she kind
I'm
of...
assuming I understood nothing of what she said.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
else does, but you don't, because everybody else bothered to learn Tien instead of hitting on flight attendants.
Successfully.
Yeah. 18...
Americana,
9
she
months
said-
later, Americana finds out that he has a son. No.
Oh, Jesus.
Americana, she as she was. I'll translate for you. She was saying thank you, and she'll see you again later. I'm pretty sure she also winked. If you didn't notice.
I don't know whether to trust that, but I'm going to trust it.
Oh, God.
So they head off, and the enforcers hand you the tickets. One of the enforcers says, "Well done. Good luck. Maybe see you later." And they head out. Because Ingdani is also here for what it's worth. I just didn't remember to drag her token over. But
we,
like,
we assume that we were exploring without her because she's.
Ingdani is
Just
always... just assume that Ingdani is with you, observing.
Okay.
As basically like she's your attendant, so you can talk to her whenever you want. She may or may not be able to answer questions you have, but she's always like present. Basically, every team has an attendant. So I haven't made up names for 32 attendants, but you can assume every team has an attendant. You guys having Donnie. Yeah. Hopefully that makes some sort of sense.
I will use a first level mending spell. Because it's a signature spell, so I can change its level, I believe.
It would still cost you a 3rd level spell to cast it as such. Like, signature spells let you have it at all the levels, but you still have to expend the appropriate level of spell. So, yeah, signature spells basically let you get around it lets you freely upcast it without learning it again.
Oh, yeah, up, not down. Yeah, right. Fair enough.
So at 3rd level, you can target a non-magical object or okay, so you remove the broken condition. It repairs it past the broken threshold. 5 hit points per
If
spell level,
it wasn't
so...
broken. Since it's 3, it would restore 15 hit points.
Oh, okay, so it's back to full, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, sorry, I just had to mentally... I had to catch up there. Inventory. Here's a question. Can you guys edit items in your inventory?
Kind of.
Yeah, I can.
So I'm going to put in the inventory for your shield Gavrov, I'm going to put 40/40, so it's obvious what the total should be.
Okay.
You could just drag drop the adamantine shield I've got into hers.
Well, it's already fixed.
Ah.
Like, I could open Compendium and find an item, but I just manually changed it because that's faster. What is the...
So you don't have to remember how much. So you don't have to remember how much. Like. Also, I need to ask about that AC bonus. So when she readies her shield, does that mean her AC goes to 33? Or
No,
no,
her
35.
AC goes to 35. It goes up by
So,
2.
so if she has a shield ready and something rolls a 35, does that mean it hits her shield, or does that mean it still misses her completely? Like she deflects it with the shield or something? Like how does that work?
Let me look it up real
What do you
quick.
mean? If something matches her AC, then I think it's still...
So, okay, a shield grants a circumstance bonus to AC, but only when the shield is raised. So, if you... For people who aren't Gavrov, you would have to declare that you're raising a shield, but she gets like 3 free shield actions a round,
Yeah.
right?
So she technically has 35 on 3 hits every round.
As
She
long
can
as
just
she...
choose to say, "Oh, I blocked that," and then
Well, she has
it
to
happens.
choose, right? Because in the fight, she chose to take the damage instead of the shield getting hit because it would have busted the
So
shield.
like,
But
if,
what I should really do is require you to take... What I should really do from like a game perspective is require you to decide if you're going to raise your shield when the attack is declared. Because that's really the most sensible way, because then it allows the attack roll and the damage to happen based on the shield, not, oh, I decide to use my shield because I already know the results. Like, it should be raise a shield when the attack comes in.
It is a
then that
reaction to the attack, but not the
yeah
damage of it. So yeah, that makes
yeah. So
sense.
but I mean, like, can she like she like tries to deflect the attack per se because she's using a shield and it's raised, but then like because it still hits her. She can then say like,
So if you raise the shield, the attack hits the shield first. Period.
okay, so like there's no so no choosing.
Well,
No.
raising the shield itself doesn't actually make it. It boosts your AC just raising it, but it doesn't actually like stop it or anything like that. That's only if you use it to actually block. If you read the thing.
Well, I'm
Yes,
looking
that's
at it
what
right now. I'm going to go ahead and say if you raise a shield, the attack hits the shield.
What? Because it says well, reactive shield says you snap your shield into place just as you would take the blow. So then it would yeah, any attack would then hit the shield if you use that reaction. But just raising the shield itself only boosts your AC.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
can
but-
have so technically you have the shield raise, get the bonuses the AC, but not have to block with your shield. That's how I read that. That's what I was confused about.
Hold on, let me read it.
Just linked it.
You snap your shield into place just as you take, avoiding the hit at the last second. So the shield is blocking the blow. Like, you can't block the... You can't
for
raise your AC with a shield without the shield being part of it.
They're two different things, though. Reactive shield and razor shield are two different actions. That's what I was getting at.
I'm going to say no. If you raise a shield or use reactive shield, the shield takes the blow first. Because if you raised your shield to raise your AC, you can't then be like, oh no, but the shield doesn't take it, because then I'd lower your AC.
Yeah, but then, like, why would you then use reactive shield then? Because raising a shield is an action, right? But reactive shield's a reaction. So you would just then
It's
raise
a
a shield.
free
and never
action
need
to get
use
an
reaction.
AC bonus. That's the whole point. The whole point is the AC bonus and the shield are all like,
Well,
you're getting
that's what I mean.
multiple benefits out of a free
That
reaction.
that's the beauty
She
of
is, because that's her class.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. She can choose to react to the swing, so you have to roll the hit, and then she can react to it with her shield or not. That's the whole point of a
Well,
reaction.
it's for the Bastion dedication. Bastion dedication does give her that. It's
Okay,
not
so
just
yeah, so there's a window there, right, where like just as you
for
would
me to
take a
do
blow.
it.
So
I
if
don't get
she look, if okay, so if she raises if she uses reactive shield and it raises her AC above the point where it would hit, it doesn't matter. But she could still raise it to have the shield take the damage instead because there's a 2 AC window there, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
like
But then
you can
if she's like megally hit like a crit, she doesn't like she can choose to opt to raise the shield or not. That's the part I'm getting at. Because like
yeah,
it's a
but if she
reaction.
raises
So
the
yes,
shield to take the hit and it was a crit, the shield would take the damage.
yeah, but I'm saying like it's still like it's because of how it's a reaction. She can do it after the hit is declared, which is has to
No,
roll first.
reactions are done to the actual action. So you would say the enemy declares to hit, you react then and say, I move to block it. And if it turns out to be a crit, well then tough shit. You just have
Okay,
Yeah.
so the reaction is to the intent, not the actual action.
Yeah.
I thought the reaction, like the
you can't do it. You can't react after the fact. It's not an action reaction.
You can't be like, oh, it was a crit. I raised my shield. Like, that's because it breaks the whole flow of it. Like, yeah, like the whole
My only
point is it
concern is-
gives you the opportunity to use the shield in a way that no other, like, anybody can raise a shield as a normal action. So anybody can do that.
No, that's actually not true. That's a feat. For
Well,
everyone.
whatever. There's raise a shield, then there's reactive shield, which is better than raise a shield, right? Because it's a reaction instead of an action. Right, like from a
Well, it's part of her Bastion thing, yeah.
but like it's still better because you can choose to anyway.
Digression.
Yeah. Like
All good.
reactive shield is better than raise a shield, and raise a shield is better than not having a shield. Maybe, depending on your class. But like
Yeah. I just have it because I'm squishy.
yeah. Okay, yeah, because yeah, if the circumstance bonus apply from the shield applies to your AC when you're determining the outcome of the triggering attack. So I say Monk tries to hit you with the bow staff. You say I'm going to use reactive shield to raise a shield. Your AC goes up by 2. If the attack still hits, it's going to hit the shield.
Yeah, for
Basically.
reactive shield, yeah.
Yeah.
But raise a shield, I would. Yeah, well.
Well,
Anyway.
raise the shield just raises your shield for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
So that means
you're boned.
That's
like
just
everything's
when
going to hit your
AC.
shield for the rest of the round, right? Like so, anybody who hits you for the rest of the round is going to hit your shield with your AC bonus first. And if you're surrounded by 10 guys, or well, 9, your shield may be toast pretty soon, but at least you didn't take a bunch of that damage.
I'd like to say Daiji prefers 12 guys.
Do we change my armor as well?
I did. I upped it, so your armor's
awesome.
Your armor's
Oh,
higher.
whoops, I was clicking.
Thank you.
So you've got 33 AC now. So attacks that would have hit you last few fights wouldn't have hit you. That's
Yeah, your AC is
I hardly
actually
took any damage anyway.
Yeah, so there's
Go
a
down.
little. If you look at your inventory, some of the items have a little dot next to them, and if you click on that dot, that's the dot that is investing the magic item. And so the problem was that we didn't have your full plate invested.
because it's magical, so you need to tune to it.
Because you can only have
Yeah,
10 of
that's-
those at a time. Which may seem like a ridiculous number, but it's kind of built into Pathfinder. If you're coming from
Okay.
5e, it's weird, but if you're coming from any other version of Dungeons and Dragons,
so if I have 10 magical items, I can only attune to. So like my chess piece is one. It gives me 29 AC for attuning to it. So if I can only attune to 10 items, so I can only attune to 9 more.
yeah, in a day. Like every day you can basically switch them, or during the day you can switch them. But once you've attuned to 10 items in a day, you're done. I think there are 1 or 2 abilities that change that, but those are the exceptions that prove the rule.
Do you guys mind waiting 40 minutes for me to constantly refocus and cast Hymn of Healing on you guys?
I would prefer if we move on and I push your little bubble around as we traverse the map. You're floating.
All right, I'm
floating.
cursed. I'm
You
not.
floating nom.
I'm floating right now. I only used one curse spell, so
Okay, so that's going to be an exploration action. So we have
it
31
is.
left for the day.
Hey.
And I think that's
Oh, the
a.
refocus.
If you just want to stay put, that's going to cost.
Oh yeah, because it's 15 minutes. Yeah,
Yep.
true.
So, like, you have 31 15-minute intervals in the day. If that.
Hmm.
Well,
Fair enough.
intervals versus, like, if I say climbing that mountain is
Yeah,
going to
yeah. No,
cost
I get
2
you.
actions, it's 30 minutes, whatever. You have 32 things you can do during the day at the hex level.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the map. But, like, accepting a challenge or making a challenge is one of those actions. So, but you got 2 more feathers out of it, so you're halfway there.
Hey.
And you have 90, 120 some actions left. So if you're doing math, as long as you don't lose any matches, you'll have plenty of time to explore this island and get your feathers. I think this is a good place to pause anyway, but just like there's a lot of stuff on this island that isn't getting silver feathers that does have benefits to you. Like you guys found a praying mantis nest. What the fuck is that there for? There's no silver feathers in it, but it's there. So you can kind of choose to engage in stuff. Yeah,
They might eat the goblin.
they might eat
Yeah.
the goblin. I'm gonna
Maybe
go.
someone will ask for like 8 mantis legs in town.
Yeah, but
How many legs does one have?
there's basically a whole bunch of side quests in this 3-day island romp. So like, don't feel like you can't investigate side stuff because this whole thing is definitely designed for you guys to be able to follow down some of like I haven't said what most of the side quests are because I want to let it more organically come up as you like find a place. Because I think that's more interesting game design than just giving you like a whole list of side quests. But don't feel like you can't take some time to investigate something that doesn't have a silver feather attached to it. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
A better thing I'll explain to you there is don't tell us if there's silver feather in there or not because we have to find out if there is.
Okay, so I blew it on the mantises. There's no silver feather in the mantises, but don't assume that's true for everything you find because there's a lot of stuff on this island. And this is like a mini exploration segment to the campaign. So there you go.
I think it's pronounced Campagny.
Can't Campigan. Yeah, I think that's a good place for me to stop because I don't think I will mentally get through another big encounter tonight. So thanks everyone. Hypa, fix your key bindings and I'll give you a character on the main map.
Never.
Okay, I won't. Yeah. Maybe next week we'll. Next week, my parents are gonna be here. They might be sleeping 4 feet from where I run the game. So I'm gonna.
So nothing cringe?
Well, no, more like I'm gonna find out if they're getting a hotel or if they're sleeping on the pull-out couch that is 4 feet from my computer. If they're sleeping on
So
the
bring out all the cringe.
well, no, I wear
Yeah.
headphones. I'm smarter than that.
Damn it.
I don't let my
And
family hear you
Garroth
guys.
and Garroth's shield breaks under the pressure of the monk bashing hard against his firm grip. And with the final blow, Gavroth then pulls out mini shield and blocks the final hit.
I mean, that's
That's
funnily
that's
enough.
just my box.
It's actually a pretty common tactic, apparently, for people to just carry multiple shields. Like, if it comes down to it, the adamantine shield's actually fairly difficult to completely destroy. Because, like, it still has hit points after you've broken it. So I can restore it as long as it's not destroyed.
Well, that's every object, right? Like as long as you don't keep using the shield past broken.
Yeah, then it's
Well,
fine.
you can't use it past broken, but
But it doesn't give any bonuses. Like,
I guess
technically we're holding it, I guess, but
if it has a hardness of 10 and HP of 40, if something did more than 50 damage to it in a single hit, that would just destroy it, right?
That's hit. That's just shield hit points. Then it has a broken thresh. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
because
yeah.
the
Broken
broken
threshold
threshold
is
is
20s.
20.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
No, you're right.
the BT is half of the HP.
Yep.
So hardness plus HP is destruction of the object. But like still, if you're in a situation where something's about to do 60 hit points of damage to you, it might be worth the shield getting broken because that's probably a pretty gnarly enemy.
Yeah. That and it's not a super expensive shield, so
Yeah.
you can always get
Okay.
another one.
Yeah, so I will update you guys once I know more about what my family is doing. I'll try to do it on Friday at the latest my time so that you guys know before you wake up in the morning. Because Australia. But yeah,
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, we probably need like 2 days notification at like the best. Would like maybe for you 1 day notification at least because
I
like
will
2 a.m.
try.
in the morning is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I will try to tell you Thursday. Wait, Friday my time is Saturday your time because it's Sunday for you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There is.
Okay. Yeah, no. So if I tell you guys Friday my time, that's Saturday your time. So at least I'm giving you a day's warning.
Yeah.
But I'll try to
So
do
like
it
if
sooner.
you give us a day's warning at the same time, then they'll be Saturday. No, Friday. Friday 2 a.m. No.
I don't know. I will try to tell you as soon as I know what the hell my parents are doing.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah.
As soon as I know where they're staying, I'll let you know. Because if they're going to sleep in my basement, I'm not going to try and run this. Because I swear way too much while I run the game. And also, they're old. And that would be rude.
Yeah.
Um,
And
yeah.
Daiji is like very deep in the ERP.
It's true.
Okay.
Good
I'm going to go pass out. Thank you all.
night.
Talk to you later.
Slowly
Bye.
learning.
Good night.
Yeah, I mean,
Have a good one.
if you have
Oh,
questions,
I'm so
Geeku,
grumpy at myself for not keeping track of opportune backstab. There's so many fights where every turn I gotta go reaction of a stab because it's on a flat-footed target, and as soon as I'm in combat with something with gang up, it's flat-footed permanently for me.
yeah, I mean, I'm so like my philosophical stance on when I run stuff is for like new players, I'm happy to roll back a little more. Um, but like as we get further and further into the game, I do expect more and more for like if you have a weird ability, I'm not going to try to remember it. I'm just going to expect you to tell me you have it. Because when we
Like,
hit combat, I'm trying to figure out like my tactics for the enemies to make it an actually interesting combat. Um,
I
That's
was
just that's
yeah,
just you dogpiling on poor Armorin, really.
I was trying to remember that Gavrov does technically have aggressive and disarming block, but we were fighting monks, so it'd be pretty tricky to disarm them without literally doing so.
without
And
literally cutting a limb off.
she like every time you block, you get a free action, so you can either disarm them or knock your foes away or over. I believe you shove them 5 feet, but against a monk, it doesn't really do a whole lot. I don't think.
I like just grabbing them.
Yeah, grabbing them is also good.
Funny.
So
I mean, it's
Doesn't she
effective at
have like
stopping movement, which is huge.
yeah, true.
she's got also I thought like wrestling abilities. I thought.
She does. She can aggressive block someone so that if she blocks their attack, they are flat-footed as well automatically without to anyone until the start of her next turn.
That
That's
She
is
can
cool.
fucking
suplex someone.
insane.
Or she can just grab them and grapple them, which is what she's been doing.
Because if they're flat-footed, I get so like for range weapons, I don't get the bonus to hit though, right? But I still get the flat-footed bonus where I get my sneak attacks
Yeah,
off my
if they are
ranged.
flat-footed, then you can use your debilitating strike. So if Wanderer, like say someone hits Wanderer and then she reactive blocks it, she can then choose as a free action aggressive block, make them flat-footed, and then your next attack will be
Yeah.
with
So then,
flat-footed bonus.
like, so is that on her attack?
Hmm? No,
No,
it's
it's on her
a reaction.
block. It
Yeah,
applies flat-footed to them. So like, okay, because I think the situation here that's interesting is like, so let's say two melee people are flanking an opponent, and you try to shoot them. And so for the two melee people flanking the opponent is treated as flat footed to them, but they don't actually have the flat footed condition. Whereas if Gavrov
Yes.
was to aggressively block them, that would apply the flat footed condition to them for a duration, in which case you would also get the benefit. Because it's
Okay.
like, is flat footed being applied to the target, or is the target being treated as flat footed because of a different condition? Or situation is a better term, because condition means like a thing you apply. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So the other thing is like because of my gun skills, when I hit something with my gun, it applies flat-footed to it.
So once you hit them, if it applies flat footed to them, then they are flat footed to everyone, which is
Till my
not what
next.
flanking does. Because
But I
flanking,
think I, I
yeah.
I think it might be on my. I don't know. I gotta read it. It's for the gun ability. So it's like when I shoot, they're flat-footed. If I get a crit, it applies the special effect for my goblin weapons because got all goblin stuff has special effects.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so much to keep track of.
I just looked at Wonder actually has more intimidation things that I didn't see. When she critically succeeds at a demoralize action, she can make them fleeing for 1 round.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I just need to actually roll a good,
You
roll.
need to
So
roll
what?
higher than
Yeah.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
What happens with fleeing? Does that mean they can't take any action but running?
they,
They just have to spend their entire turn running.
So what happens if they grabbed and fleeing?
Then they have to try to escape and then run.
yeah. It's like fleeing and frightened. Applying conditions is huge in Pathfinder. So like I think the
So just
general. Go ahead.
so like you know this is amazing and all, and this is 11th tier 11 like level 11 characters, but this is like our first campaign, so like keeping track of this stuff is going to be hard for us because we're learning everything from scratch while trying to learn all this at the same time. So that's it's just
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
be
bring stuff up like I said. Usually, like if it's relatively, I also judge it person by person to some degree. Like, and that's just me. Like, I don't know. Like I know Dodgy's character is. I know Dodgy. I know Lyoken. I think I kind of know your approach, Hypo. Like I feel like I'm getting a better handle for how you approach the game. Um, Wanderer and Giku, I'm still figuring out a little bit, and that's just where I'm at. But like I kind of try to. I don't want to be a dick, but I also don't want to like roll back turns or rounds of combat too often because that becomes mentally for me. Then I have to like reparse everything. So I don't know. I'm just trying to find a balance. Hopefully that makes sense.
I'll just try better keep track of my stuff, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
we probably still need a bit of a hand.
Like if you feel if
Yeah,
I'm doing something dirty, let me know because my intent is never to like maliciously fuck you over. But my intent is to be more like if you have an ability that should apply, try to tell me as soon as you know. And then like that's where I'll kind of based on gut instinct decide like am I going to apply this retroactively or not because it gets nuts from like a
yeah.
mental trying to hold the game and the tactics and everything in my head all at once is I enjoy it. I think I'm getting better and better at it, but it's I'm also
Oh,
learning Pathfinder a little bit. Yeah.
the difference between us and to you, right? So you do have some experience in the game, but the biggest thing is every single mob is a character that has its own character sheet, right?
Yep.
So you have to try and learn their abilities on the fly and remember their abilities in the combat.
Well, you don't have. You can generally estimate, like, say, a giant hulking creature that looks pretty dumb as rocks is probably not going to be a spellcaster, for instance.
Like
So
the
you can
way
generally.
the way I have
What I mean is like it might have like intimidation or something in it, like Wanderer's abilities, and he might not even realize, and he's like looking at its melee abilities and might have like a special attack, and he tries to use that. It's not as good as something that's in like hidden blow, like his understanding of the game in general. He needs to know like most of the abilities in the game, because if there's something that like works specially for that creature, might not work if
But you
he.
can't metagame. That's the thing. So
So
just
what
because
the
you, as a
way I
player, know.
run NPCs, just to give you guys some idea, is like I do try to look at what I think you're going to encounter before we run the session, and I do try to plan out how that fight is going to work from the NPC's in-game perspective. Like in this fight we just had, I took an action one round that was really stupid, but the NPC didn't know it was a stupid action. And then, so like the first thing the NPCs both did was charge up their bonus attacks, right? And then after the first round, I knew as a person that that 1d8 damage was a stupid bonus versus other things I could do. But the first round, I took that because the characters that you were fighting wouldn't know that about you guys. And it wasn't until the fight evolved that they decided, oh no, we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to change our tactics. So, like, the way I approach monster tactics is in the first round, I will usually play them the way that they would come at a fight naive without any knowledge of you guys. And then I will ramp up what I do based on what I think the NPCs learn from seeing you guys fight. Now, like, if you were to fight something like a lich or a high intelligence or a high wisdom creature, I may use a bit more knowledge of what I'm going to do. If I play a creature that's really dumb, that has a super low intelligence score, I'm not going to use my metagame knowledge to alter their actions because that creature wouldn't know any better. Like, so I try to take a very, like, I try to look at the ability score curve of a creature and use that ability score curve to determine kind of what they would do. And then sometimes I'll layer in like how, like, if there's a lore thing about that creature or if the book says the creatures behave this way, I will definitely play it that way. But like, I don't look at a creature and look at all its abilities and be like, oh, this creature immediately targets this weakness, if the creature wouldn't already know that about you, right? So like, I try to balance it out. And my goal with fights is to create something that has I try to run fights so that they have some amount of tension to them, because I don't see the point in running fights that don't have tension. Because if there's a like if you ran into a bunch of level 5 creatures, I'll probably just ask you, like, you royally outclass these, how do you kill them? And if you were to run into something that was level 20, I would probably tell you guys, like, oh, you look at this creature and you're pretty sure that you cannot fight it and expect to win. Like, I'm mostly interested within that band in Pathfinder where there is a potential for an interesting conflict with tension, then run the creatures according to how those creatures would actually engage in the fight. Like, I really try not to metagame as a DM because I think that's bullshit. Because I would not want you guys to metagame, so I don't want to metagame against you. That's always a learning
Yeah.
process. Like, to be blunt,
I
it's
try to
yeah,
Yeah, I try to stay in character, but I was used to playing with my friends. She would DM games as basically trying to TPK us on accident because she homebrewed everything.
yeah. Like
So it's fun to actually be able to use your abilities and try to see what if you can like figure out ways to solve a puzzle other than hey, you're gonna die again.
yeah, like there's very if I think, like, so you guys weren't here for the prior campaign where we were playing Tomb of Annihilation, but there was many times in Tomb of Annihilation where I would try to say, like, this is the design of the dungeon and I'm telling you metagame wise how it works so that you as players kind of know how to engage with it as players, not as PCs, right? And but like this AP, I think, is designed much more like Pathfinder as a whole is designed to have like a tight band that you stay in. And so, like, the things that you fight, like, some of the fights are harder, some of them are easier. part of that is because the design of this tournament is some of the teams are weaker than you. Some of the teams are really strong. And like I will, when appropriate, try to foreshadow it, or depending on your actions, like if you guys meet a team and just are like, don't do anything to figure anything out about them and just say, we fight you. Well, that may end weirdly, right? But like, I'm not out here to TPK the party. I'm out here to try and create scenarios where there is interesting tension for you guys to try to resolve. Because to me, this whole thing is a collaborative experience, not I'm here to kill you, if that
I'm
makes
just
sense.
trying to. I'm just trying to throw sandpea into Daiji's eyes.
Yep.
But then I won't heal you, and you'll eventually die.
I need to get revenge. He made me sit in pee. Unfortunately, until I get my pee
Oh,
into his
stop
eyes,
peeing
I'm not very
everywhere
happy.
then.
Well, but see, if you got your revenge, hypothetically, then I just make you give away all your stuff to Gavrov. Because your will saves are probably the worst in the entire party.
Just
So,
command after command after command.
yeah, or
Ugh.
just charity spell, things like that.
Well,
I still
Or
at some point want to throw
Phantasmal
the
Prison.
goblin.
Yeah, I could do Phantasmal Prison. That's always fun because I could entomb him in a box, and he can only break it with willpower. So he'd basically be in there forever.
God, PvP in the
So
party.
basically, a cat box.
Yeah, just let him out.
That's how we transport our cats.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go pass out because it's getting really late for me. I'm going to try and get videos up before next session because I fell way behind the last few weeks, but I'm going to try and get the videos up.
You can probably see from our actions we're not trying to meta game the game, but I'm trying to learn my class so I can actually play it at least as
You
a
don't
base.
have to play optimally. Like, I've forgotten. I have 5 reaction skills, and I didn't use any of them that fight.
Yeah,
Like,
I just like running in and grabbing people because it's funny.
yeah.
But I want to use my reaction skill. It's been like
Well-
3 combat fights and I haven't used it and I forgot I even had it. Now I feel bad.
I mean,
matter.
that's on you, though.
I haven't used the intimidation thing until today, so
Yeah, I just saw it in your sheet. I was like, wait, holy
yeah, I
shit, your
completely
intimidation
kind
is
of
fucking
forgot
huge.
about it. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and
Thanks for the
admittedly...
game.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
Uh,
Giku.
Thanks for the game. It's
Yeah.
interesting to actually play a legit game.
Yeah, and like Pathfinder is a game where characters have a lot of abilities. Like I think it's a blessing and a curse of the game because and I gave you guys all free archetypes, so that kind of doubles the amount of crap you can have. But I'm also a big fan of like giving players as many tools as they can within the system to try shit. If that makes sense. Like I don't know. I don't know. If you think I'm being unreasonable or antagonistic, I want to know because that's not. I want tension, but I don't want this to be like a negative experience. Because like to me, the fun is playing the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I
The
do this
fun,
because I enjoy building the world and throwing it in front of you.
the fun for me is not being in a cat box.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna
All you
pass
have to do
out.
is just listen.
Take care. I will talk
Night.
to you all later.
Good
Bye.
night.